Unfiltered talk, no excuse. From beast to jet, we produce our ways rocking. Turn up the juice. It's the Steve and Dave show. The truth unfolds, you already know. Raw and uncut, we let it flow. It's the realest, let your mind blow. We got them stories that shake the block. From hip-hop tales to ticket clocks. Every episode, we raise the stock. In this podcast world, we on top. Yes, Thursday night, we about to blast off. Steve and Dave kicking it, never soft. We got the game on lock, no sign of loss. The mics are charged, now cruise the ball. So tune in, it's the ultimate vibe. Cause this is the podcast. Step up and subscribe.
You don't have to have a mass channel making it happen, you know?
Where everybody knows.
I do not sound like that.
It's the only place to go.
You know, that's what the whole freedom of speech is.
That's a good point. Everybody gets a list.
You don't have to agree with it, but you best defend the right to do it.
If you don't know you're right, you don't have to. From the dirty south, let the rhyme succeed. Our voices loud, like it's a stampede. Get your headphones ready, we're about to revive. With the kings of the airwaves, here it live.
Teach these government nerds that all swear an oath to it what our freedoms are because they're so lazy. They don't.
I haven't left that hard in a long time.
You know, don't live on the past or take the present for granted and only think about the future.
People are wearing blinders. They don't understand what
I'm not going to apologize for that. We're calling him an idiot. I really just wanted to do something that you just didn't agree on. And all my money on you tonight.
I'm guilty of inciting my constitutional rights.
From the studio to your world we pray. It's just begun. Watch us misbehave. It's the Steve and Dave show, where everybody knows. Turn it down, let the truth unfold. Hardcore rap with a swagger that's bold. It's the Steve and Dave show, where everybody knows. Steve Harloha brings the noise with flair. They do not hear, man. Catch them if you dare.
Hey, man, I got one question. Who the hell's Steve and Dave?
What's up? What's up, Snooks? How you doing? Good to see you.
Snooks.
We got our new little
good to see
studio
on a Thursday.
We got a good little studio going on in the basement.
Oh, yeah. What's up, Salty Explorer? Good to see you. Neil. Yeah, you like the me and Dave built this bar in our basement like back in 1972. Oh, wait.
We still have the asbestos tiles. Oh, what a week. What a week.
Oh, man. I'm telling you, dude. You want to go first? Or you want me? I got a story to tell.
You go first. I got to turn on the air because I'm smoking hot right now. Oh, my God. Hold on. Sorry about the noise. There we go. Woo. What's up, Chris Gilbert? Welcome.
Hey, Chris Gilbert. Aloha. So I had this job that I guess you could say I got the job like a month ago. This contractor. What's up, Rod? Shout out to Rod. Calls me and he's like, all right, look, man, I know he uses other plumbers. It's not like you're using other plumbers. How could you do that to me? Not like that. But so he's like, yeah, the other guys I use, they all said, yeah, nah, can't do it. And he's like, but I know, dude. He's like, I know you always say you could put a toilet on the roof if you want me to. So I went and looked at it and I'm like, this is going to suck, dude. But like I said, I could put a toilet on your roof if you want me to. So it can be done. And the only part that really sucked about it is the price. Cause he really needed the job for reasons I'm not going to say on the live stream, but I don't like turning work down, right? So I'm like, all right, it's less. I'm getting paid less on it than I should be, but he also gives me a lot of work and he always pays. So I can't. Sharon Mercier, aloha.
Yo, yo.
So
Good to
anyway,
see
so
you.
with all that being said, so it's like, okay, so we get started. I go and do the work on, it's like they were putting a bathroom in that there was no bathroom. Basically, where they wanted this bathroom was originally a closet. So he turned a closet into a bathroom. And it's in a crawl space, it's on a crawl space. And then I got all the inside stuff done and that. And then yesterday I had to go back to tie everything in the crawl space,
Ooh.
which sucked, right? So, oh, dude, it just sucked. I'm down there, and as soon as I cut into the copper pipe, for some reason, I just remember it. Like, as soon as I cut into the pipe, like all this dust lifted up, and then instant sinus infection, man. My nose was just like literally like a running faucet. Just, I'm like, so my nose is dripping like crazy. I'm trying to finish. My eyes are all puffy and watery, and it's like, And then they decide to do laundry, so they turn their dryer on, and guess where their dryer vents? Right next to me where I'm working. So I got the dryer venting, and it's already hot as hell down there. I hit my head like 3 times, and then I was sweating pipe, and it's so tight down there. I burned my shoulder. Dude, it just sucks. So I finally got done, and then today I went back to do the finish on the inside part, which, like I said, it turned out sweet. But I'm just glad that job's done. I'm gonna meet up with him tomorrow and get paid on it. And yeah, that's it. That's over. So I don't have to worry about that job anymore.
Any word on Ronnie? I haven't heard personally from Ronnie this week.
No, I haven't. Last I heard was Sunday that Big Chap talked to him and he's keeping his hopes up. But other than that, every night when I want to get a hold of him, but I'm getting home from work at like 9, 10 o'clock at night, which is like 3 o'clock in the morning for him. And it's like, if he's getting some good rest, I don't want to be waking him up for.
I haven't seen him on Facebook either, so I'm assuming he's probably resting as much as possible.
Right.
But I mean, it's kind of like a private time, you know what I mean? Like when you're going through something like that serious. I don't even know what to say, you know what I mean? Like it sucks all the way around. I mean, all I can do is pray for him and hope for the best. It's like my mom's sick too, it's like real sick. Not doing good this week. So it's just been between work and sickness and crazy stuff going on in the world. It's been a stressful week. Been stressful. Bill pay week, so that's always the fun week, right?
Oh yeah.
They throw the bills in a hat and go, which one am I going to pay for today?
Shit, you just reminded me. I got. Whoa, hold on a sec. What the hell is that?
Sounds like a Nina.
Nah, it was my computer. Something like opened and just started playing. I was like, stop yelling at me.
Was it Michael Jackson? Snooks, much love to you, man. Yeah, so other than that, just work. Dave's a dull boy. No play. Trying to set up a possible few days off toward the end of the month on my mom's birthday's on the 27th. What's up, Dub Wubs?
Dub Wubs, what's up, brother? Aloha. Mom's birthday. Mom's birthday is the 27th of this month
of October. Yeah.
All right. I never knew that. Wow. I never knew that.
So I'm trying to like talked to her about maybe popping up north, but we went over there. She's having a hard time breathing, and not the greatest thing to see your mom like that, man. But praying for her. I know it's, we all got an appointment one day with that. I'm not looking
Yep.
forward to mine.
Well, October 22nd, Dad's gonna be here.
Oh yeah.
Visit for like 3 weeks, I think. 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks. But
We had a cold front come through here. It was like hot, real hot, and then the other day it just rained for like 8 hours straight. And then when it was done, it was like 50, 58 degrees. And honestly, I enjoyed it. It was like finally no humidity.
58, man. If it got it down to 58 degrees here,
Well, you got to
people would
remember, like,
freak
I'm
out.
wearing work pants and thick socks and boots and an undershirt and a fancy shirt. And then I'm moving a lot. So I'm hot. So I went outside. It was a nice breeze. It was blue skies, though. It wasn't really cold.
Right. Well, but here it really rarely gets below 70. So if it were to go to 58, people would be like, it's the end of the world, man. This is it. World War Z. It's the apocalypse. Hell's freezing over.
See what's let's go to chat for a minute. What's this here? Went from being finally. Go ahead.
No, I was just reading it in my head,
Oh.
but Salty Explorer, dude, me too. Like, I was just talking about this the other day, how 4 years ago, my business was doing awesome. And I mean,
They
thank
lie.
God I still have work coming in now, but I mean, 4 years ago, well, 5 years ago now, I was turning work down and I didn't care because I just had, but now I'm just like, I'm taking everything again because of the economy.
Snooks, of course I wear fancy shirts. What do you think? Not well, to me, an Under Armour shirt, like a silky collared short sleeve is fancy to me.
This is as fancy as I get a t-shirt because I'm normally in my work clothes. That's what I wear 7 days a week is my work clothes.
But oddly enough, this is the weirdest part. When I wear those silky shirts, I'll be like moving all over the place, and then all of a sudden I'll look down and my nipples are hard as rocks, man. And I don't know why, dude. So I don't know what that's all about. I don't know if it's just like you're on fire, moving fast, the activity or whatever. But it's like, wow, man. See them suckers right through my shirt.
Remember that? Wasn't there a rap band or a R&B rap band or something called Silk?
Yes. Yeah. So you've been paying attention to what's up with Diddy?
A little, not really, but a little. I know the basics.
People are falling off left and right, man. I can't wait to get a licking in this guy now. You know
Last I
who?
heard is that Ashton Kutcher or something, and how they're not going after Kutcher, but he was at parties, and it's like obvious that he was in on something, but for some reason they're just like not touching him.
I was thinking about this today, guys. I got it was about an hour of my life where I don't know if you guys have ever thought about a subject and just got like plain mad dog, mad, angry, can't get off of it. See, offer boss or two hairs to but anyway, I started thinking about the border today for whatever reason. And I had heard a rumor that they were busing people in Michigan here up north. And up north is where all of us go to get away from everything. And they're just dropping people off. What's up, Mo? Just
Mo
dropping
Tibber.
people. Yeah, in the house. They're dropping people off up north, man, by the busload. And they're giving them food cards and money, right? So why is no one going to jail? This is what I came down to after thinking about an hour. Why is nobody going to jail? Okay, why are they allowed to use our tax money to bus illegal immigrants anywhere in the US? Why are they allowed to give them money, food? I mean, I understand if it's like a lady and kids or whatever, but men can work. If you don't want to, but why are they here? This is my question.
Well, especially when with all this hurricane stuff, the administration is saying they don't have enough money. Well, I wonder
Exactly.
why.
Because it's
Maybe if you
Florida.
weren't giving billions of dollars to other countries and taking care of our country first, maybe you'd have more than enough money.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, who is in charge of putting these people on planes, buses? Who's paying for it? Who's signing the slips? Who needs to go to jail? Who needs to get impeached? All of this is wrong. And here's my big question. Who is out there that can do anything about it? If it's not us, we the people, right?
What's
Who
supposed to be, it's
who's
supposed to be
going to
us,
stop
we
it?
the people.
But who's going to stop the corruption? We don't even know who is doing this. Who's paying? We know we're paying for it. So
That's what
should
I mean.
someone
It's supposed to be us that can do something about it, but unless all of us, all of we the people,
so say
which would never happen.
so say God forbid you had a run in up north. I'm in the woods. I got to I run into 3-4 people in the woods on my property that are here illegally. They scare the crap out of me. I feel like I'm outnumbered and I'm in trouble. And what happens then if something like I go off and something happens to one of the poor gentlemen that are on my property? Am I going to go to jail?
Probably.
Guys, think about that. These people are here illegally, being shipped illegally with money that's being stolen from taxpayers, implanted in every city across the US. For what?
And they're getting more free money on top of that.
And how can you give an illegal citizen money and housing? That's illegal, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so at this point, we should all wake up and realize that everything is corrupt. And we're going to have to do something about it.
Yeah, but that's the part where it gets fucked up because more than half of we the people are already brainwashed in their cult or whatever, where they're just no, we need that. We need them to tell us what to do. We need the government to. I mean, it's for the safety of all of us, so they know what they're doing.
See, I can't buy that. I it's hard for me to agree with 50% because I think that the media blows it up to be 50%. But I honestly think if you take a good look at good old fashioned Democrats, okay, I don't agree with everything they agree with, but old school Democrats, they're not with all this progressive bull crap, dropping illegals all over the place. I can't buy that they're all in on it, man. And if they are, then fine. We got to fire every single one in Congress and make a new one.
That's what I've been saying for a long time. That they are all behind the curtains. They're all because it's all about money, and it's not even the politicians that are really running it. The bankers are what's running it. Because what makes the world go around? Money.
Okay, so at what point do we say
I've been
something about
saying.
it? Yeah, I mean,
Well, there's a lot of people that have been trying to say something about it, but you know, even if you got 2 million subscribers and people say something about it, it's
hey Hopkinson,
whatever.
good to see you, brother. Um, so anyway, I was on I was actually mad dog angry about it. Like, I'm thinking about my kids growing up, my grandkids growing up out here, playing in the woods up north, you know, having a great time and having their childhood. And then there's a bunch of freaking illegal people that you don't know. I have no problem with immigration, immigrants, legal immigration, green cards. All that stuff is cool, man. But if you hopped over illegally and I don't know what you're all about and you haven't been vetted and you're in the woods on my property, you're going to have a problem, man.
They're animals, maniacs. They're crazy.
I mean, they might be fine, but the fact that we're giving them money, that's illegal. We're shipping them.
No, and then yeah, doing all it's really messed up. But
So how is that
like you
different
were
than?
saying, I got no problem with immigration if you do it legally, if you do it the way it's supposed to be done. But to just come on over and then here's a phone, here's a couple $1,000 and we'll give you more money next month, and they're not doing shit for veterans, especially homeless veterans. They're not doing shit for the actual American people.
When at work we have more and more of these people coming in. They come in, they steal everything out of the bathrooms. They're stealing, like, we got the coffee pot for the customers that come in. We have the creamer and the sugar. They're stealing the whole creamer. They're stealing the whole sugar. They're stealing all the cups. They're stealing all the napkins.
Well,
Spilling coffee all over. You know, it's like,
I grew up in a middle class family.
yeah. Well, I mean, are we in the? Here's my question: are we in the end, guys? Is this the end? Is this the end?
I would say so.
Taking
I would say so.
Lay down.
And I knew that the end is going to happen sooner or later, but I always figured not in our lifetime, dude. But within the last couple of years, I'm starting to realize, maybe it will happen in our lifetime. But did you see that about the middle class? I grew up. All you got to do is say you grew up in a middle class family, and you're good. That's all you got to say. Well, you're muted. What happened? You muted yourself.
Daughter wasn't feeling well.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you did it on accident.
All right. No. I don't even know where I was on my rant.
The end coming. Is the end really coming?
So, like, if they're planting these guys everywhere, we all know that Trump, whether you like him or hate him, should win this election easily, right? Because you can see Camilla, whatever, she's not a president, man. She couldn't be a president.
No, what?
She didn't even do it.
That's what cracks me up. That shit cracks me up the most, man. I didn't mean to cut you off, but the whole nobody liked her up until Joe dropped out. Then all of a sudden, everyone's like, "Oh, she's such a strong woman." You freaking hated her yesterday. What do you? And then, she's gonna do so. She's gonna. She's had the power to do for almost 4 years now, and what has she done thus far? Nothing except cause damage. So no?
And to back that statement you made, why didn't she start today to do it? Okay, fine. She could admit, well,
exactly.
You're right. What would happen if she said, yeah, you're right. You know what? We missed something here. We're going to get right on it. You know why? Because the Democrats would not back it. They wouldn't vote for it. She knows it, so she can't even talk about it. Mm-hmm. And she's afraid to lose those votes before Election Day. She ain't going to do anything.
As much as I'm not left, right, red, or blue, but I said this in 2020, and I said, if for some messed up reason Joe Biden ends up winning, which he did, but I said, if somehow he does, like I said, gas prices are going to go through the roof. This is going to, I forgot. I still have the email that I sent. I'll have to pull it up to read it. But everything I said was going to happen happened. And so with that being said, as much as I don't like Republicans or Democrat party for as far as the politicians. I mean, if you are a Republican or a Democrat, I still love you because you're a human being. But if she does somehow win, then it's definitely all over. Like what Salty Explorer said, it's probably not the end of times, but the end of America as we know it, for sure. And yeah, welcome to communism.
Well, I think if that happens, you're going to see the biggest uprising that you've ever seen. And that's all if we even make it that far. And the reason I say that is because everywhere you look, man, like the world looks like it's on fire to me right now. I try not to watch the news, but everywhere I look, it's like Russia this, nuclear weapons this, Iran, Israel going to hit their nuke facilities. Everywhere you look, man. And we're there with like 15 of our 20 ships. We're involved actively shooting down missiles from Iran.
Because like I was saying earlier, you know what war is? War is money. They make more money from war, and the bankers are who's running it behind the curtains. And war is good to them. War is money.
You think about it, man, and like I don't know about Fox Business News, but I read on Fox Business News that Iran is 48 hours within 48 hours of having a nuclear weapon.
Hold up, Dave. Hold up, Dave. Look who's here.
Whoa. What's up, brother?
Everyone in chat, say what's up to Damon. That's my son. What's up, Damon?
Shout out, brother. I haven't seen you since back at the house, man, in Dearborn. Much love to you, man.
Back in 2020, yeah.
Yeah, way back. I did see that picture of you, though, at the medieval thing with the archery.
Dude, yeah, I see. Yeah. Dude, sexy motherfucker, huh?
But
my kid is sexy, dude. He's if I were a chick.
I can't say anything like that. It'd be just strange, but
no, he's a good looking dude, man. And he ain't all skinny, bony like me. He's got my good looks, his features, but body wise, he's freaking good looking dude, man.
I'd go to war with him. He was holding that ball like he knew what he was doing. Yeah, Rachel Post. Well, I should know, but say name. Sorry about that. Anyway. Yeah.
Oh, man, I got to hold on. That's my son. I got to wrench my son up.
No kidding. Don't be hitting him with the wrench.
It might hurt.
That might hurt.
There you go. Now you're blue, Damon.
Yeah.
I want to say something else too, but I can't because if my dad is watching and I don't want to ruin any surprises. So I'll tell you backstage afterwards though, Dave.
Okay.
I'm super excited about it too.
This is super true, bro. Did you hear about that? Diddy bought 1,000 bottles of baby oil from Costco. 1,000 bottles, bro.
What? Doesn't everybody do that?
1,000 bottles. So anyway, back to what I was talking about, right? We're carting illegals all over the country, right? What's different from that than trafficking people? Isn't that the same thing? Taking them from state to state to state, throwing them out in the woods with a bridge card. Good luck, man. Criminals, some of them.
And Topspin had a good point. Is that what Bieber was singing about when he sang "Baby, Baby, Baby"? Oh shit! Thought of that.
I feel sorry for Bieber, dude.
Yeah, that kid.
I think his mom sold him out, or his agent sold him out to Diddy for a
Dude,
price tag, or
no kid should be that famous at 12 years old, man.
no, man.
Because you lose touch and base with all reality whatsoever. You have no idea.
And what kind of freak must you be anyway, back to Diddy, to buy 1,000 bottles? I mean,
I
what
guess he
kind of
was at his freak parties or whatever they were called. I guess he was like, everyone got a bottle at the door or whatever, and then they were like, here's your complimentary bottle of baby oil. But if you want
what?
more, you can buy, or if you lose it or whatever, you can buy more at the thing. So then you got to purchase it. What? Why are you? What? Why do you even need to buy lube?
Uh-oh.
Well, I guess it was called a freak
Uh-oh.
party. So
More like a, well, from what I heard and read, once you got in the house, at a certain point, they locked all the doors down. They had the indoor deadbolts, keys, security people. And
dude,
once
fuck
you were
that. I ain't
in,
ever going to a party where you get locked in.
you remember
Hell
that
no.
dude, what's his name? Cat something? The black
Williams?
guy.
Cat Williams.
He's telling on all of them right now. I don't know if you've
Oh
been
yeah.
seeing him. He's all over telling people about what they've been doing.
Oh, is that what it was? It was okay.
He said, now this is from his own mouth, that Diddy offered him $50 million for him to be his boy toy for the night. And that's saying it
Jesus.
nicely. 50 million. He said he offered it to him at least 5 different times.
You could offer me 100 million. I ain't gonna be no other dude's boy toy ever. Fuck out of here with that. That's disgusting.
Just
Well, I don't think that part's illegal. I think there was minors and underage.
they had under 18s, man. That's why.
Yeah.
And they groomed the girls from like 17 and a half on. That's when they first started meeting them, like early 17. Started talking to them about it, being nice, giving them money and gifts, so that when they hit the 18 or before, that they'd bring them to these parties. They'd have like 50 women over there, man, or girls.
And
It
then
was,
they wear all white. Everyone has all white clothing.
oh man, somebody was saying earlier that they told Diddy, when he told them that he spent $50 million on a party. Who was it? Jamie Foxx. He told Diddy, man, you're doing something wrong, bro, because for like $500, I could have a way better party than that. He's like,
Dude,
he said, I'll be serving Kentucky Fried Chicken, but it'll be in nice Tupperware or nice plates. People won't know it's KFC, man. I had the biscuits, the mashed potatoes, man, will be dancing.
exactly.
He's
Because
like,
think of
full
that.
50.
Think about that. 50 million. Dude, all of us here right now, if any one of us, one single one of us had 50 million, we'd be set for life, right? This dumbass is spending that on a party. Think about that. That's just
I don't even know how you could
disgusting.
spend 50 million on a party, dude. Even if it
I
was
know what
fully catered. I mean, what did you do? Buy a Bentley?
dude. Imagine waking up the next day and be like, "Yeah, that was a pretty cool party, man. I'm $50 million short now, but yeah, that's cool." It's like, what? Dude, I can't even fathom it. It's 50 million. I can't even
There's
imagine spending 1 million on a party.
back in one of the Tupac Shakur songs. Back when
Tupac,
he was
you know
beefing with
Tupac?
it. Yeah. He was beefing with what's the guy? What's the guy?
Oh,
Big Biggie.
I love it when you call me Big Papa.
And he said anyone that's down with Biggie, and he goes, and Bad Boys for Life, I know about you, F you or something too, or something like that. This is way, way back. I bet you they known about these parties for 10, 15 years, man.
Oh yeah, they have. Yep.
$10 you can
Right
buy a
on.
lot
So
of
hey,
top.
Salty, I can't even be mad at you for that. Can't even be mad at you for that, man.
But from what I did read, and like I said, this is hearsay. I don't know if it's true, but from what I read is that there um, was it Rohypnol or some crap? They were in the drinks. A lot of
Oh,
girls
okay.
that can't remember what happened, and they roofied them basically. And then he has tons of videos supposedly with high names. I hope it all comes out, but Epstein didn't. You ever wonder why we haven't heard names about Epstein?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, why, you know?
Guys, the whole world's corrupt, man. Think about it, man. We didn't hear nothing about Epstein. Nothing.
That's what I've been saying.
They're
Just like
giving
back in 2016, what about Trump was going to put everyone in jail? All those corrupt people, all the corruption, because you'd be in jail. None of them are in jail. Nothing ever happened.
so
Nothing.
the media is bought and paid for. Why would they report on it?
You thank Obama for that because he made it legal to fucking lie. He's the one that passed the law that you can lie. So journalism is dead. The only real journalism now is on social media. People that actually go and do journalism.
$50 million.
Hey, Dave, you never noticed nothing, huh?
Yeah, I noticed, man. It's Ginger Billy.
I'm
Did you make
halfway.
your? Did
I'm
you make it?
halfway done. Halfway done with the short. I just because work with me working and with Nina working. I just got to get the video. I need a quick clip as part of the video that is her. So usually when I get home lately, when I've been getting home from work, she's already sleeping.
Yeah.
And then when I wake up, she's already gone. So once
So
I get that one clip, her part, then it'll be done.
real quick, hold on. Let's see. Real quick, I want to shout out to
Oh
Grunt
yeah, hold on.
Style, Grunt Style Clothing. We appreciate you. They make awesome shirts. I'm wearing one now. Freedom. It's got the Constitution on the back. Much love to these guys, man. They make excellent clothing.
Grunt Style.
Grunt Style, guys. Check it out. They believe in what we do. Yeah. Had to show my ugly mug for a minute. Those my
And
boys, man.
what Mo Tibber said too, that's so true, man.
Yeah.
Well, we investigated ourselves and we didn't, yeah, we're good. Everything we investigated, we're good. We didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, that's what that's what I was trying to get to in my head in that hour of anger was who's at the top, who's doing this, and why can't we stop it, dude? And why does nobody want to stop it? Oh yeah, because they're all corrupt. I mean, you hear the Republicans shouting, stop it, stop it, stop it, but you can't get anybody to vote for it.
You know what really blew my mind when you just said that? I was just thinking I watched well, like a week ago I was working and I listened to, but then was it yesterday? I was watching this quick clip and it was how CNN's interview with kids backfired because I don't know, but basically what it came down to is how, you know, they asked these little kids, they're like, so when you hear the name Kamala Harris, what's the first word that comes to your mind? And this kid's like, liar.
Yeah.
And the chick from CNN was like, oh, he wasn't supposed to say that, you know? But what's even more messed up is when they were doing the whole kids growing up in a Republican household or a Democratic household. And then they were asking the kids in the Democratic household, so if you knew, if you had a friend or whatever that their parents were Republicans, would you be able to go to their house? And they're like, oh no, that would never happen. But then when they asked the Republican kids from Republican parents the same thing, they're just like, yeah, why not? Like, they're still my friend. Doesn't matter what. So they're ruining the kids like that. They're ruining America already by ruining the kids at such a young age.
Well, plus they're getting all the kids to see color right off rip. They want them to see color. They want them to see gender.
They're molding them.
My kids don't even know anything about that stuff. I didn't teach them nothing about that unless they asked, why is he different or whatever. I'd explain it. Well, I didn't teach my kids to see color. That's nuts, man. For what?
Exactly.
That's all division, man.
And yeah, and they're molding these kids to hate other kids because of their parents' belief. And then they're hating the other kid for, like I always say, at the end of the day, we have a lot more in common than we don't. So don't focus on the stupid shit you don't have in common. Focus on all the awesome things you do have in common.
Mm-hmm.
That's my whole point of that, right? Like that's true, Mo Tibber. It can be very annoying.
Yeah, man, the news is crazy these days. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. But I can't imagine, like, in the last 20 years how far we've gone off the deep end, man. Like, literally, abortion, whatever you think about abortion, that's up to you. I have nothing to say about it. I don't hate you for it. But at the end of the day, if we're going to have World War III or abortion, which topic are you going to pick? Or even the economy, World War III economy, what are you picking? Okay, right? Because World War III means there is no more of any of that stuff. So I think that's what we should be focused on.
Exactly.
Stop throwing money at people that are bombing each other. I mean, if you read it, it's nuts, dude. Like, Israel's saying they might hit Iran's nuclear facilities. Okay, that's not going to be good, right? Then what? We got 40,000 troops over there. I don't know if anybody knew this. We dropped more off just a few days ago. Like, they see something coming.
Because there's money in war.
And they're dropping all these people over the border for what? I mean, is the United States a sinking ship right now?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's tough to think about, man, but I'm being realist, man. From what I see, criminals are getting away with everything. The people that tell the truth are going to jail. Everything's backwards. Remember that dude on the border in Arizona, that the illegal guy came on and was threatening on the property, and he unalived him, and they almost put him in prison. He's finally acquitted in the end, but now he's got all these people that hate him. He can't live on his property anymore because he's being harassed.
In Arizona?
I think it was Arizona or Texas, one or the other. It's an old guy.
I mean, I remember that one.
These guys spooked him, man. They were just walking through his property, and he got spooked, and he popped one.
Well, I mean, that's like the dude here. I mean, that guy's got a world. I don't know what's going to happen, but that dude in Waianae one dude was mad at the neighbor and he ended up getting like a huge excavator or backhoe and filled it with all these fuel cans and like drove it into their house and smashed the house and then unalived 2 females. And he had his firearms and he was ready to do more damage. But then a neighbor across the street seen that happen and he grabbed his firearm and he eliminated the threat. But then the guy that eliminated the threat, basically the hero, the guy that saved the day, still got arrested, spent 24 hours, lost his freedom for 24 hours because they're like, we don't know if his firearm was registered. Like, who cares? He saved the day. Like 2 females were unalived. And if he didn't save the day, who knows how many more could have been unalived? You know what I mean? And then he still has to go to court because he unalived the dude. He still has to go to court and fight for his freedom, even though he's the hero. But if a cop did that, they'd just be like, oh, yeah, he saved the day. He's good to go. Well, he's a cop, so, you know, don't matter. But
I mean, I would love just to have a funny show tonight, but I just got a bad feeling, man. Like when I see all this stuff going unchecked, it's like, I'm for law and order, man, but like, it's not happening. The only people that they want to abuse are like, can I say that? I don't know. Pew pew. Anybody who owns a pew pew, it seems like they want to come after you every time some nut job steals one and does his thing with it, and they want to come after law-abiding people.
Exactly. And that's what I've been trying to say, how about the left and the right, and no matter which side you vote for, you're voting for tyranny because, you know, red flag laws and all that shit. Like, just with a signature, they're turning millions of American citizens into criminals just like that. Nightcap with Nancy.
I got something for you.
Did you always have Mo Tibber's wife after that? Or did I just now notice that? That's funny. Nightcap with Nancy, Mo Tibber's wife.
Oh, is it Mo Tibber's wife?
Well, I knew that, but I just don't know if it always had that after her name or if that's something new. But
well, we're glad to have you in, and this is for you. All right.
Wait, and we got one for Mo Tibber too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's for you. Actually, we got to give him one of these.
Damn good show.
That was a complete blowout. I'm going to pull this up real quick. This is not what we talked about earlier. This is a separate thing. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I have too many windows open.
And children, too.
Oh, children, women, older folks.
In its latest annual count, Border Patrol reported a record 895 migrant deaths, 142 of them here in the Tucson sector.
You notice they call them migrant deaths
of the U.S.-Mexico border. It is also now the busiest Border Patrol sector for illegal crossings. Migrants from
he said illegal, right? But those were migrants that died, not illegal.
To enter the U.S. As Texas has become more hostile to migrants, the number of people crossing in Arizona has soared. Most are looking to claim asylum. How long was the journey from Nepal?
All right, so just to stop that for a minute, think about what he just said. As the border becomes more hostile towards migrants, do you see how they did that? Is it more hostile toward migrants, or is it that you're coming over illegally and people are not happy about it because you're breaking the law?
Right. No, yeah, it's all wording, and yeah, and that's how they fug with people's heads and way of thinking.
This is how they're trying to change America. I read a shirt today.
She said, I know where you sleep.
I saw a shirt today that said we're only one generation from the loss of our freedom. One generation away from the loss of our freedom, and it's true.
Mm-hmm.
If everyone sits on their phone and stares at their computer and watches this crap go down and does nothing about it, we're going down, man. What else is there? You're just going to keep the border open forever until what happens? Till every city's full? And then when we don't give them money, then what happens? They steal it. They rob.
Yeah, what happens when freaking America becomes a third world country? Because it all just went right down the shitter.
But I'm saying, man, I think there's foreign interference at our border, and I think that the White House is complicit in that activity. And do what you want to me, but I believe that's true. So just listen to the wording.
Top Spin is right. Media is just a psyop program.
Yep.
Right on Top Spin. And what's up, Neil?
What's up, Neil? Good to see you, man. Real quick.
Political problems in Nepal?
Yes.
In Texas, migrant crossings
There's
have plunged by over
problems in
50%
Nepal.
since late last
Really?
year. Now, more than 60% of all border crossings are occurring in Arizona and California. Governor Abbott has credited his policies for that geographic shift, if you will. Is that accurate?
Hard to say. It's could it have had some impact? Sure. Is it the one panacea that's caused that's corrected the problem? I don't think that's a fair statement.
Officials worry the warmer weather will bring more migration and deaths.
Okay, you notice what he just said again. More migration. Guys, it's illegal entry. You have to come in the border. If you hop a fence, it's illegal entry. So why do they keep calling them migrants? It's driving me nuts. I know I'm animated about it.
It's manipulation and brainwashing. What's up, Big Chap?
Yeah, Big Chap's in the house. We need an update, brother.
Yeah, we need an update on Ronnie. Then our barrels will stay hot more often than normal.
You know, Motibber, I agree, brother. I mean, as much as I've been trying to deny that, I think you're right, man. I really do. I think you're right. I think evil, what people used to think is evil is now good, and what used to be good is now evil. The criminal is now the victim, and the victim is now the criminal. If you protect yourself on your property against an illegal immigrant, you might go to jail, even though that person's not even supposed to be here. Oh, I'm getting all hacked up, brother. It makes me mad, dude. I am passionate, man, because I believe in defending my country, man, and my kids and my future of my family. And I want to know why they're doing this, you know, and I can figure it out. It's like the only reason they would be doing this is to win the election or to sink our ship. What else? What other
money?
Why else?
Money. It's all
But
about
they're
money.
giving the money, though. They're giving them our money.
Yeah, but they do that for the election. When they win the election, then it's easier to have more wars, and wars is where all the money is, and bankers run it to begin with. But if the politicians go along with that, then they don't have to worry about nothing, no sweat off their sack. And then the rest of America just goes down the shitter. And you know,
And we have to sit here while we stare at our phones and watch it, because I don't think everyone's going to do that, dude. At some point, people are just going to be like, okay, man, I'm not advocating anything, violence or none of that stuff. I don't believe in that unless you're on my property, threatening my family, then all bets are off. But anyway.
Nobody wants to see someone die. That is the absolute worst part of this job.
But unfortunately, one they're seeing more often. The White House and Congress remain desperately gridlocked on immigration, and at the same time, border communities in Arizona are bracing for an influx in crossings and another potential humanitarian crisis. The main shelter system in Tucson told us that it could start rejecting migrants if daily arrivals soar.
Migrants.
Force Border Patrol to release
They're
people,
not
including
migrants.
families with children, on the street, which would be unprecedented for Tucson. Jeff?
Camilo Montoya Galvez, thank you very much.
Now, who's responsible for taking care of these people that came over illegally? Us? I know I'm not. I'm not taking care of it. I have a hard enough time paying my bills.
What?
Like,
I thought that was just me.
yeah.
Yep. So the Explorer, Democrats are just using illegals to stack the deck.
Yeah, I mean, that is, I believe what Big Chap's saying. I think they're pitting and dividing divisively on purpose to get us all fighting so they can control.
I've been saying that for 5 years. I've been saying that. Hell yeah.
Well, I believe the same thing, but I mean, like, I've been hyped up all day about it because I'm looking around like the world is on fire and we're sitting here letting people in over our border. If anything, right now would be the time to close the border. But we're not doing it, man. We're letting them in. I'm not. And then they're busing them to my state in Michigan all the way across. You know how far I am from Texas?
The time has come to say farewell.
People are starting to buy up all the toilet paper again in Michigan, guys. I'm not even kidding, man. They're buying all the toilet paper.
But there was you guys pay bills? What?
Right.
But no, are they already doing that toilet paper shit again?
Yes, man. Everyone's buying everything up, dude.
Dude, even when that was an issue back 4 or 5 years ago, I laughed because I don't use toilet paper. I don't need that shit. Buy all the toilet paper you want, man. I use wipes.
If they shut your water off, though, if your water were to get disrupted, it'd be hard, man. You have to use pine cones or something.
There you go, chat. Buy ammo.
Oh, man, I've been had that for years, brother.
Anyone want to know what was happening in Hawaii 2 weeks ago at 3 a.m.?
Yeah, let's see this.
Just in case you haven't seen it.
Hey, you see anything out here, sir?
Explicit language. Look at the pit bull running around the street.
Funny thing is, the pit bull was just playing. That pit bull is a sweetheart. She just wanted to play. She's like, why is all the excitement? This is fun.
I'm trying to get in the car. Look.
Yeah, because she thought they were playing. The pit bull thought they were playing. I forgot her name, but the pit bull's cool as hell.
Run the dog over. What?
Yeah. Right. Did you hear that? Right there, my heart started racing because I thought the dog got hit and I was about to lose my... Because that dog is a sweetheart. That dog is... I can't remember her name, but she just thought everyone was playing, so she's like super excited, like, oh, I want to join the fun, you know? And these idiots were like scared of her for some reason. I don't know what happened. Just got done. It was 3 a.m. I just got done editing videos. And then all of a sudden I hear something like right next to me is a window and it's like the side of the house. And I heard someone run by yelling, help her, Dave. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
Dave's not here, man.
Right. So I just opened the front door and started recording. But then when they took off right there and I heard that noise, I was like, if you hurt that dog, I swear to God, I'm going to lose my shit, man. But dog wasn't hurt.
Yeah, Neil,
the cops showed up afterwards with like, there's only 2 seconds left, but
look at that.
right here, he said,
Hey, you see anything out here, sir?
See anything out here, sir? And I just shook. I didn't even say no. I just shook my head like.
Oh, Karen talked to Ronnie.
Oh, right on, Karen. Good.
Going through radiation, not feeling well. Yeah, we do. No, radiation is not fun, man. There's nothing good about radiation.
Yeah, we love you, brother Ronnie. I think about you every day, Ronnie, if you're listening, because and I was saying earlier that every time I'm like, I want to get hold of Ronnie, but then I'm getting home from work at like 9, 10 at night, which is like 3 o'clock in the morning for you. And if you're finally getting some good rest or whatever, I don't want, wake you up with your phone going off. And
Not to change the subject, but has anybody heard that we are supposedly have 2 moons until November?
I haven't heard that.
It's some asteroid or something caught up to our orbit and is staying in our orbit till the beginning of November.
I haven't heard anything about it, but hold on.
Neil says it's a comet. Well, he says it's a commit. I won't grammar police you though, bro, because I'm not that bad. I like this comment here though when you played your video, car full of Democrats. I thought that was funny.
Wait, which one? I didn't hear what you said.
When they were yelling on the car full of Democrats out in front of the house there.
Oh yeah. Dude, this was here, this is 1 minute long. It's from 10 days ago. It says Earth will soon have 2 moons, at least temporarily.
Right.
Hold on, let's see. I'll pull
So I
this
mean,
up.
big hoopla about it, like, oh, it's causing extra pull on the oceans and this and that.
I haven't heard nothing until just now when you brought it up.
Well, I like
getting
to watch
a new
the weird
moon, but
stuff.
it's only temporary. Instead of crashing to Earth, an asteroid named 2024 PT5 will become a mini-moon when it gets trapped in orbit. The small asteroid, around 10 meters in diameter, won't stick around for long. A team of researchers studied the orbit and concluded it will be in Earth's orbit between September 29th and November 25th, before falling back into the Sun's orbit. Unfortunately, its size will make it hard to spot on most amateur telescopes.
Wait, it's gonna be hard to spot. Then what?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
They're making it sound like there's gonna be 2 moons that why there's a moon next to the moon.
Remember Groot from that cartoon? I'm gonna steal the moon.
I got it. What channel is this? The Weather Network. I got to shout out the Weather Network. Thank you, Weather Network, for letting us play your video.
Absolutely.
Everyone go check out the Weather Network.
2024 PT5 is expected to make a return visit to Earth, entering our orbit in 2025 and again in 2055.
What? How? So it's going to visit in 2024, then again a year later.
Yeah, it goes around the sun's orbit and comes back.
Then it's going to wait 30 years to come back. How do they? I don't know. That's just weird.
I don't know, man.
How weird.
I think the Nephilim are in charge, man, on this place. Like, have you ever looked at the glyphs and all that stuff? The Mayans and all those temples all around, and they get all these glyphs, and almost every glyph, there's always like this huge, tall character carved into the stone with like the big head. And they're all like, is it impossible that a Nephilim, that could have been a Nephilim, that they called an alien? Because it would be alien to you, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, that sounds crazy, right? But how come in all the old glyphs, like, it's always there? You always see some deity, and they almost always look like some sort of alien. I think about that sometimes, like how were the pyramids made? When I forget how much they said one block of the pyramid weighed, but it was like, I think it was 24 tons per block.
Yeah, I heard some. I know tons for sure, but yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah. So do they have like this big underground science theater place where all Nephilim are working together to put all this crap together for the end of time? Are they doing that? Sounds nuts, right?
Well, it sounds nuts, yeah, but
Sounds crazy, right?
check this out real quick. This is what Chap just put in the chat.
Yeah.
Cirilla Burned, aloha, welcome.
Hey.
So I just want to play this one quick part of it.
We've had the technology to create, control, and
ultimately to control the weather, and who controls the weather will control the world.
Truth right there.
Yep.
steer hurricanes for decades. Project Cirrus is
like, that's crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I didn't mean to cut you off at that last part, but I noticed that, and it was, yeah.
I've been thinking a lot lately, man, because of all this crap, all this weird news. And you never know what to believe, but this is the one. I was studying this earlier, something called skyquakes. Supposedly people are hearing these all over the world. I never even heard of a skyquake. But
Me neither, not till shout out to the Y-Files, because not till I started watching the Y-Files that's when I heard about Skyquake, and that's what this is from. Great channel. If you don't already know of them, which I'm sure everyone does, but definitely check them out.
People of Houston woke up to eerie sounds that seemed to be coming from the sky.
Listen to this.
Creepy. Even creepier, it sounds.
That's crazy, right? I don't know if you could, how the audio came through on that, but if you hear that, if you're just sitting home and you hear something like that, who knows? I may have heard something like that and just, I mean, well, I do have tinnitus. My ears are always ringing, and I'm half deaf. So,
well, check out the fish, bro. He's wearing the tinfoil hat.
Oh yeah, Hecklefish knows what's up, man.
He knows what's up. And guys,
Hecklefish ain't fucking around.
If you're not familiar with Revelation, there's supposed to be like, I think, 7 trumpets in the end, like that announce the end, and each blow of the trumpet comes with some sort of pestilence or some kind of judgment on the earth.
Oh shit, is that Garrett?
Emotional damage.
What's up, Garrett? All right, let's see. I'll play a little bit more of this. Shout out to the Y-Files. Don't hit me for copyright, brother. Love you, man. I watch all your videos. Just sharing a little bit of it.
Sounded like music.
There's no machinery nearby or construction, so I have no idea where it's coming from.
That's not music or a background. That's actual noise coming from the sky. That's crazy.
A few months later, the same sounds were heard in Argentina.
This one's crazy right here.
This sound was heard all over the world. Denmark, Singapore, New Zealand, Ireland, California, really everywhere. In San Antonio, the sounds were less musical.
This one freaked me out.
Yeah, that would freak me out for sure. What the hell? Like, for real, dude, I would really be freaked out.
And sometimes...
That's War of the Worlds, dude. That's War of the Worlds right there.
Yeah, that's some crazy shit. Yeah, hecklefish is the shit, dude. I love hecklefish.
I mean, I think we can all agree, though, there's some weird crap going down out there, and whether all this stuff's true or not, man, there's some weird stuff going down, and this is not our average year. It's a weird year. I mean, what would you ever think in your lifetime they would just bring people illegally over the border, put them on a plane, send them to your state, and let them go, and give them money and free housing? That's insane. And our veterans are sleeping on the streets, man, starving. I mean, me and Steve both know a couple of them that are out there on the streets now, and they do lives from the streets.
Yep.
I can't remember where it was. There, I think it was Philadelphia or somewhere where they gave them all housing in this hotel, and then they took over the 2 adjacent hotels with weapons, and the police came and like cleared it out, and then instantly the White House said, "Oh, that's not true. That didn't happen." I mean, I watched it on all the news networks.
And Srilla's right. I hope I'm saying that right, Srilla.
Yeah.
She's right that they're trying to take our rights away. They're trying to rewrite they're trying to take the Constitution away. Is what they're trying to do.
Well, last week,
very slowly. We're like frogs in a pot, just boiling very slowly, and they're taking a little here, taking a little there, and just so little that no one notices it. Only very few of us, and then before we know it, we're not going to have rights. I mean, if you think about it, we're not free as is. It's like, okay, so, and I know people argue that, oh, we're free, we're the freest country in the world, da da da. All right, so if you're driving down the road and you're going 10 over the speed limit and a cop gets behind you, is your heart not going to start racing and you're freaked out? Because then what? You're going to get economically harassed. They're going to pull you over, and then you're going to have to pay a ticket because you're going 10 over the speed limit. What's the speed limit? That's a law that the government made. Everything is a law that the government made that if we don't follow, we will be punished. How is that free?
Well, hey, don't pay your taxes on your house. See how free you are.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
You think you own your house?
Yeah, nobody owns their house.
Stop paying your taxes. Because the government seems to believe they own every bit of land and piece of dirt on the earth.
Oh, you've had this. This is your great grandfather's property, and now it's yours. Well, you didn't pay taxes, so now it's ours. No, but it's been in our family for 200 years. Not anymore.
And at the end, they always win because at the end, if you don't pay your taxes or everyone passes away, it's gonna go back to the city. It's gonna go back to the government anyway.
Yep.
Go back to the bank, whatever. Either way, they're getting their money, which they're then going to give to the illegal immigrants. I just want to clap right now. I'm so happy. I know it's a downer, man, but I mean, this is really going on here, right where I am. And it's like, I just heard this today. A guy at work was telling me that, yeah, man, there was a whole bus load came in a town that had like 400 population. It came into like the Westco, they call them up here, like it's a speedway or a big gas station. It sells like donuts, coffee, beer, everything, gas. And the whole busload got out and had bridge cards, bought food and all the stuff they wanted, got back on the bus. Who knows where they were taking them? But like my place, my mom has property up north, you know, and me and my brother maybe plan on going there later. You know, we got some acreage and a couple little dinky houses, and we're gonna go hold up there. But now they're like placing people up there.
Yeah, spreading them out. Well, my question is, what's the deal with Uber? My parents always told me not to get into a stranger's car. Now Uber shows up and you get into a stranger's car.
Yep.
Just don't get it, do you?
Oh.
That escalated quickly.
Anyway, I'm off my kick right now, but man, I was like I said, I was mad dog mad all day about it.
Mo Tibber, much love to you, brother. And it's always good to see you, man. I'm glad you were hanging out with us, brother. So that means that Nancy's going to hang out for a little longer, right? Because if she's not going to feed the animals, that means she doesn't have to wake up as early.
I heard another little crazy thing that some of those jabs had microscopic pieces of metal in the actual.
Oh, you mean nanobots?
Yeah, like metal, right? And that they can be manipulated through frequencies, sound frequencies, and different things, and they could actually make this stuff move inside your body and cause damage through frequency.
Yep, nanobots. Steve-O!
Steve-O! Yeah, we're getting really crazy tonight, man. We're all on aliens, end of the world, all over the place.
Right on, Mo Tibber. Love you, brother. Love
Take
you,
care,
Mo Tibber.
brother. I'll catch you on Dr. Clown soon. Check some more pictures out of some chingeries. Graphene. There we go. Graphene.
Nancy said, I always feed the animals. Mostly you said.
Yeah, man. Look at. I'm starting to think Cirilla knows what she's talking about.
Yeah, I like Cirilla. I like the way she thinks.
I should have popped Mo. Did someone pull? Did we lose Snooks?
Mo Duck. Yeah, Thursday. That's why I was happy to see her when she was here, because I know Thursday it's too late. She's probably sleeping already. So.
Oh, okay. Let me.
Yeah, I think Mo. I think you dug a hole for yourself, but we still love you, brother. We got you back.
You're in big trouble. It'll be the end of the world early for you. No, man, I appreciate you coming, brother. I love your insight. I agree with you too, by the way.
You can detox from it all. From what we were just talking about, the oh wait, never mind. This is even better because they're strategically placed in red. Do you notice that? I noticed that. And I'm not red or blue. I'm a freaking American citizen, and I want my country and my freedom back. But I noticed that they're placed in red states. And
good night, Nancy. Nightcap.
Chingery.
Night. Have a great night. So good to see you guys.
I love Nancy's name too, Nightcap. I always think that, like, I'm always having a nightcap.
Oh, I just when I heard nightcap, I just think of someone like in a onesie type flannel pajamas, and then like,
oh, mom,
mom's
been here the whole time. Mom's been lurking.
Love you, Mom.
Love you, Mom.
Get some rest.
Mom's been lurking. I love you, Mom. I want you to know how much I love you, Mom. I'm so happy that I know now that you've been listening.
Yeah, I love you, Mom.
They're eating the cats. The cats, the dogs. They're eating the pets of the animals from these people. Animals. Sorry, we keep talking over each other. I'm sorry. We're like having two different conversations at the same time. Cheryl Rich, aloha.
Hey, Cheryl. Yeah, that's good. That's a good point. Oh my God, you just showed it and I did it again. I was on the other one. I was on the YouTube side, so I think I was like 10 seconds behind.
Oh yeah, it messes
Yeah.
you up if you watch on the YouTube side. It's like an 8 to 10 second delay. Throws you off. Oh, I'm so glad I know Mom's been here. I love you, Mom. That is good. The evening. What do you think the pyramids were built for? They're all over the world, and the locations. And how the hell? Like, isn't that what you were talking about earlier with the 24 tons or
Yep.
something?
Yeah.
How the hell did they do that back then? It's almost like, did something happen? And I mean, I'm just throwing weird shit out there, but did something happen and maybe the world already did end and restart again, but not everything was destroyed. You know what I mean? And they just wrote what they think happened. That's
Mom, I
all
love you.
history. That's all history is his story. You never know who's lurking.
I love
I
it.
love you, Mom.
I'm still burping up those loose burgers I ate at your house, Mom. Lord, so many onions on those things.
Oh, good for the heartburn.
And yeah, I got it too. I brought her some pancakes and some scrambled eggs.
Jay's Urban Adventure says the dinosaur. So really, did he? What's up, LSP? But did he really say that? And was he being serious? Because I don't know. I can see him being serious, saying some weird shit like that.
I mean, could the Nephilim have been just extra tall? You've seen those old school Western photos, right? Where people are standing in a crowd and then there's this one big, huge dude.
Yeah. Yep.
Who knows, man? Maybe the earth was so much less toxic back then. People just grew older than we do. Maybe they stayed alive a lot longer than us and they were bigger. I don't know. Maybe even the animals did, the world wasn't polluted. Everything was clean.
Yankees. Right,
How
exactly.
how
Good
big would
point.
an alligator get if, say, its lifespan's 100 years? Say back then it was 300 years. How big would it get?
Yeah, true.
Man, we have no
Well,
clue.
that's what me and Ronnie have talked about this before. I don't know if we talked about it on live stream or backstage, but something about like way back when like the lifespan is supposed to be like 700-800 years and not 80, 90, you know.
You think that was, I mean, you always hear about the flood, right? Like Noah and the ark and all that. And the earth
Right.
was flooded. There, oops.
What's up, Yankees for life? My brother.
I mean, so is it possible that before the flood that happened?
Possible.
I mean, there's a lot of evidence of a flood. I mean, it's not. They did find the boat on top of Mount Ararat. I don't know if you heard that. They found the ark up there.
I heard about it, but I didn't pay too much attention to it because it's one of those things that like, yeah, whatever. But like, was it actually true or?
It
But
looked
then they were saying
it looked
something
like
about
it. Yeah.
they had actual like blood stain or something about blood. I don't know. But real quick, everyone in chat, don't forget, because I forget all the time, but don't forget to hit the like button because the algorithm is hungry. And if you hit the like, it feeds the algorithm. And it helps.
We appreciate it.
Only because
gas in it.
By the way, I think the Yankees won today. I do.
was that baseball?
Yeah, I went with my son over to Lady Jane's. He wanted to get his hair cut, and I was watching part of that Yankees game. I think it was.
Hobinson says the Tigers won.
Yeah, the Tigers actually their first round of playoffs, man. They're doing great. They made it to the
Oh
second
yeah, okay,
round.
it is play. I was gonna say because it's October already. I didn't. I guess baseball. I haven't watched sports in 10 years, man. But
Your dad's a hardcore baseball fan, isn't he?
Oh yeah, I was too my whole life up until 10 years ago, and then I lost all interest in all sports.
Yeah, because then you turned girly on me. I don't know what happened.
Dude, it's hard to follow sports when you live in Hawaii, man.
So those
It is.
estrogen soy pills you've been taking.
Who told you that? What's his name? I want to know.
The Tallow
it's
Dream
hard to
Cream
follow
told me.
because think about it. Think about it. It's hard to follow sports when your whole life you follow sports because, like in Michigan, there's winter, spring, summer, fall. The leaves change. The winter comes, it's cold, and spring comes. So with the temperature, it kind of goes with but here it's 79 and sunny year round. So I was like, wait, is it baseball? It's like, oh no, it's February, dude. The Super Bowl's coming up. I'm like, oh, okay. It's
Yankees,
not the
brother.
same. You got to have the weather. You got to have the weather with it.
Really? Yeah, true. Come on up, man.
Who's that?
Come on up, Yankees.
Oh yeah, Yankees. Let me see.
He's gonna come up here and say, "Yeah, first of all, I hate you, Dave, and Steve. You're tolerable." The Mets made it to the playoffs. Oh my! I know this is the last year we're alive. Gotta be. Anyway, I'm gonna drop her link. She's been banging in the chat all night.
I just emailed Yankees for life.
What's up, LSP? Glad to see you, brother.
Yeah, good to see you, LSP. And shout out to LSP and Dave's Not Here, man, for 4 days ago on my live stream on Sunday, because I was only going to go an hour because we had stuff to do, and everyone was being so generous and friendly and awesome. And then Dave came up and helped me keep the stream going. And you guys were very generous with the super chats, and I love you guys and appreciate you more than you know.
I appreciate everyone in chat, man. Really. We've talked about some crazy stuff tonight. Half of it's probably not true, or but it's fun to talk about things and try to figure things out. And I love to see different people's takes on different subjects. And nobody's wrong. We just love to, I love to pick people's mind and see what they think. I love it. Because, like, the dinosaurs being alive, it sounds nuts, right? But who knows? Maybe elephants got bigger. Maybe they live longer. I don't know. I wasn't alive.
What's up, Yankees?
What's up, Steve? How you doing, my friend?
Good. How are you?
Dave,
look at
that. My brother.
Hey, man.
All right.
First of all, shut up. First of all, shut up. No, I'm kidding.
First of all, keep it down while I'm talking. First of all, keep it down while I'm talking.
I love it.
Well, you didn't watch the Yankees play. Yankees play Saturday night. You watched the Mets play.
Okay, I couldn't see the top of the television because
one's from the Bronx, one's from Queens, right? You figure it out. So no, the Mets, they made it, and hey, hats off to them, hats off to them. But yeah, so what's going on, fellas?
Not much, man. Just a long week. So glad I have a day off.
Yeah, it's been a long one. I've been working quite a bit.
Bro, I got my Xfinity bill, my cable bill, and it was $880. They shut off my cable, and they said that they wanted $530 immediately to turn it back on.
Wait, why was your cable bill $880?
That's what I'm saying, right? So all I did that changed it was I went in and turned in some old equipment, and they were supposed to credit my account for the old equipment. I don't know if they charged me for it instead on accident or what, but they weren't playing, dude.
So, Dave, you said you have that for your cable, Xfinity's for your cable. Is that correct?
Yes.
Is that kind of like what do you call it? DirecTV? Is that like DirecTV?
It's not satellite though. It's hardwired. Yeah.
Hey, how come you don't stream your TV?
Well, we're moving in that direction.
You know, I used to have DirecTV, and they used to just constantly go up and up and up. So I stream YouTube TV, and I pay like $70 a month for the same thing that I had on DirecTV, right?
Yeah.
And then I also stream another one called The View, VIU, and I pay like $7 a month, and I have about 10 billion channels, and that's mainly for football and baseball that I watch that stuff. But you get all kinds of channels on there.
You know how the cable and internet companies get you? They get you to sign up with this special deal, right?
Yeah.
But then it's only for 6 months or a year or whatever, and they don't say nothing. But when that deal's over, then your bill like triples or quadruples.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. You need to get away from that, Dave. I'm telling you, get
Oh,
away.
it's way expensive, man.
And you
But
know, I don't know how much you watch TV, but
hardly ever.
yeah, I don't. Yeah,
I only watch my sports on it. To be honest, it's the only reason I keep it is for
keep it for
sport.
sports.
Yeah, but lately, like the football game's been on Prime Video on Fubu. You know, it's like, and then the thing is with Xfinity, you have Xfinity Stream, right? You can watch it on a tablet,
Yeah,
on supposedly any wireless Wi-Fi net. But when I'm at work, I tried to watch the football game, the Lions, the other night, which they beat the unbeaten Seahawks, by the way, the other night. Woot woot. And it wouldn't let me watch it through my Xfinity Stream app at work because it said I have to be on my home network.
okay.
I'm like,
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just like, what is that? It's supposed to be Xfinity Stream anywhere.
Hey, when you have time, I'll give you a call, and I'll
Yeah,
tell you
yeah.
about this. Tell you about this other one that I'm talking about. I don't want to talk about it on here, but I'll call you up and explain it to you, and I think you'll like it.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I think you'll like it.
Let's see, that's because work was blocking you. Turn the Wi-Fi off. No, on a tablet, the only way it works, Hopkinson, is with Wi-Fi to grab the internet from, because it's like a Apple iPad, I think it's called.
Yeah.
It doesn't have its own, bars like a phone. It just hooks up to Wi-Fi.
Hey,
Wherever you're at.
what's y'all's thoughts on the ports? All the ports being all the people striking on the ports.
I heard it was over. Is it true?
No, I hope you're right. I don't know. I hope you're right. I don't know.
Because the incoming shipping ports is what he's talking about. They all striked, and that's when I was telling you guys earlier how people were starting to buy up all the toilet paper and everything again.
Oh man, wow.
People were panicking because they were saying they were going to strike at the ports and not unload the ships.
Yeah. They were. Yeah. I thought that would come to it too, but I didn't see it so far. But I hope you're right, Dave. I hope you're right.
Well, I did see a little snippet on the news, but like I said, I don't trust the news. So
Yeah, for sure.
What? The news would never lie to you. Ever.
Hey, Steve, whatever you're smoking, man, pass it on, bro. Pass it on.
Well, here we go. Garrett popped this up for us.
Dock workers agree to tentative deal and will receive 62% of a pay raise over the kept 6 years.
Wow. 62%. Wow.
Okay, I'll take that raise.
Yeah,
Holy
you ain't
crap.
shit. That's crazy. 62.
That is like Dude, that would boost me like 40 grand a year.
Yeah, I had heard it
Holy
was. I was talking to this other guy yesterday, and he was saying they wanted 77%. I said, "Wow, wait a second, you must have misheard." But now that Garrett posted this, then again, I don't know about Garrett. Sometimes I don't know. He's kind of like the news. You know, do you believe him or what? I mean, he could have just posted it. You know, so let's take that with a
is he
grain of salt.
trolling us?
You think he's
Yeah,
trolling us? Yeah, gotta
he's
watch Garrett.
making trolling us. That guy.
Yeah, wow. So what you been up to, Dave? Just solid work?
Yeah, man, I haven't been feeling good. Trying to get through work. Trying not to quit.
Yeah.
Praying a lot.
Yeah.
Trying to fight and stay in the fight and not leave there. And
How
I
long
had
you
a
been
weird
there?
experience, man. I've been there like 3 years working for the
Okay,
city.
I got you. How much? You got a little ways before you retire yet?
Yeah. I'm gonna be working another 10 years probably.
Well,
But
not too
I got
bad.
I got a real quick story. I know people aren't religious, but this happened to me in real life, and I got to tell it.
Go ahead.
I do pray once in a while. Like when I say I'm going to pray for Ronnie, I do. You know what I mean? Like I believe in prayer and faith. But at work, I was starting to get this guy consistently trying to sabotage me all the time. I do one area of the building or fix something, then he comes behind me and then unfixes it, so I look bad. He's been doing it for 2 years, trying to get me fired, right?
Wow.
So the other day I was really frustrated, and I'm like, God, man, why are you allowing this guy to continually make me suffer? I don't understand, man. I'm working hard, I'm sweating, and this guy's not doing anything. He's getting away with it. Why am I doing everything and not getting blessed, right? This I was just complaining out loud to God. I don't know if it's allowed or not, but that's what I did. Yesterday, this lady comes into the library and she walks up to me. I'm at the coffee machine and she goes, Dave, I got to tell you something. Or she didn't say Dave. She goes, Sir, I got to tell you something. I go, okay, what's up? She goes, I want you to know that you're a good man. And I'm just looking at her like, it's just a stranger, right? She goes, you're a good man. And she goes, everything that you've said to God in your prayers, he's heard you. And every time they've reported you here at work, now I didn't tell her this, man. I don't know how she could even have known. She just says every time they reported you or spoke ill about you, it's all going to come out, and God's heard and seen all of it. And then she goes, don't judge them. And then she went on to tell me that she worked at Jackson Prison overseeing a major pod, like one of those big cell blocks. And she said that even though they were all criminals, that she treated them all like people, loved on them. And then she was end up being called like the cell block mom. None of them would disrespect her. They would make her cool stuff out of paper and buy commissary and make her little things. And none of them came up with their shirts off or got in her face or swore at her. They all had respect for her. And what she was telling me was like, when you're in the midst of that suffering at work, like she was there, but she treated everyone with respect and never judged them. And then they gave her that respect back. And then, right, I've been thinking about quitting all month. And she says, don't leave yet. Imagine this, man. This is just somebody I don't even know. She goes, don't leave yet. She said, God will open the door, and when he does, you'll know it. And that's your time to move. And I was like, holy crap, man. How does she know my life, right? So
You
at
never
that point,
spoke
I
to this
started,
lady before?
no, never. I never met her. And then she goes, I'm from Mount Clemens. And she goes, I'm never in this area. And she goes, I came here because I have a patient nearby and I didn't know how to do something. So I came to the library to learn a little bit about what this person was going through so that I could help her better as a nurse. And I was like, holy crap, what a great nurse. And she goes, I wasn't even supposed to be at this library today, but she goes, someone sent me here to talk to you and tell you that you are worthy as a person and God sees you as worthy. And man, when she said that, my head went down. And she goes, I don't care if you're an alcoholic, I don't care if you were on drugs. Whatever your past is, leave it in the past. Stop digging in your past. Stop going back to the old bag of who you were and start from now and finish strong. And I was like, dude, I was just floored. I was amazed. Like my whole attitude went from terrible to great. And then at the end, she puts her arms out and she goes, hug. And she's just like a grandma, you know? And I just hugged her and she squeezed me and she goes, I was here for you today. God sent me to talk to you. And then I walked away and I didn't know what to think, man.
Well, I mean, think about it this way, because I believe it works that way on purpose. Because think about how many times you've been somewhere and you don't know why, but you would just say something to someone or do something and you don't like. Okay, it happened to me the other day. I was in Lowe's. I had to pick up a few parts for a job, and there was this older couple, and they were buying like half-inch PVC pipe or something, right? But what Lowe's does is they take the 10-footers that are like $5 for 10 feet.
We're talking about copper pipe, right? Copper pipe?
PVC.
Oh, PVC. Okay.
Well, they do the same thing with copper pipe and PVC and all that, but they were specifically getting PVC. But then Lowe's will cut them in half. But for the 10-footer, they charge like $5, and for the 5-footer, they charge like $5.25. It's like, dude, they're charging you twice as much just to cut it in half.
Right.
And I have no idea why, but I was just walking by this couple, and I seen they grabbed 2 of them. And then, so I don't even know why I did it. I just did it. I just stopped, and I was like, oh, you know, if you want to get, you know, I'm like, you can get the 10-footer for the same price. He's like, what are you talking about? And they keep the 10-footers in the next aisle over, so you can't see it, right? But dude, just the joy from that guy's face, like just for saving $5, he was so happy. And I was like, I was leaving and I was like, damn, that felt good. I don't even know why I did that, but that feels good that I helped that guy out. He was like so happy over saving $5, and
And Steve, that's why I'm so proud of what you're doing with Nina, helping the homeless and stuff. That's why I sent you what I sent you last week, because I feel like you guys are doing something awesome for the community. You're making a difference, and I believe in that, man. So I can support anything that's that cool.
And I appreciate it, brother. Real quick, I want to say hi to a couple people that came in. Southeast Wolverines, good to see you, brother.
Yeah,
and
brother.
Shangy Girl. Aloha, Shangy Girl, good to see you.
Shangy Girl had a premiere, man. I'm gonna go back and watch it after the show. I think it was a song or something. Yeah, it popped up in my feed earlier, but we were going live. But check out Shangy Girl if you can. Shangy Girl, if you want to drop a link, you can. Or can she, Steve? Let's see. I'll go pull
I
it.
got her.
Okay.
Is it the highlight 119 from Shangy Girls Live, Waiting for Sunset?
Should have been at like 9, I think. Tonight.
This one was from 2 hours ago, so.
Yeah, that was it. I'm pretty sure.
There we go. Well, shoot, I'll just do this.
Dave, that story, it's I'm still trying to understand the story you said. Do I believe you? Yes, 100%. But you seem so chilled how you said it and whatever. I'd be freaking out. Still be freaking out. If that happened. Don't get me twisted. I pray every day, I pray every day. And of course, I don't want to get into all this stuff on Steve's show, but I pray every day, and for a lot of reasons. But for somebody just that come out of the blues to do that, all I can say is, wow. I mean, I would almost be scared, you know?
Well, and that's what I always say too. Everything happens for a reason, good or bad, but everything happens for a reason because who knows what was going like what we kind of know because she said that she had a patient or whatever and then she needed to, but what led to that moment for her to end up to be where she was
At
and
that
what
time.
led for the moment for Dave to end up being where he was.
Right.
Yeah, 100%.
She was only there 5 minutes.
All right, Dave. I'm not going to call you ever. I'm scared now. Matter of fact, I may never come around this channel because
Yeah.
I'm joking. No,
Well,
no. Don't give it twisted, man. That's wow.
I
I've
was
heard
on like cloud nine for the rest of the day. Even like one of the employees came around, and when he turned around the corner, he goes, "What's different about you?"
because
And I was like, "I don't know." It was like someone took a tank off my back.
that's good. You prayed and did this, and most people, if that's what that gentleman, I wouldn't say gentleman, if that's what that guy was doing to you, and if he did that to me for so long, I'll be praying for him because they may not find him.
Right. Hey, believe me, it crossed my mind.
I mean, I'll joke aside, and there, some people may not handle it properly and say, "The heck with this," if I'm going to lose my job, he's going with me, but he's not going out walking. And I shouldn't even say that like that, but some people have that mentality, right? And what you did, oh man, forget about it.
Ask Steve, man, the old me in the old days, what would I have done, man?
You're from Michigan. You don't have to say anything more.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
you
Steve
you
knows.
wouldn't you still wouldn't have been working there, that's for sure.
Yeah. Wow.
At that point you wouldn't have been working there no more.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I would have handled it too well.
I mean, most people wouldn't, Dave. Most people wouldn't. I mean, that's human nature. I mean, it's crazy. But anyway, I'm gonna let it go because it's giving me the chills.
Well, that's good, man.
No, hey, I always liked you, Dave. I don't know why, but I always liked you.
It's the ears, bro.
Huh?
It's the ears. They're so warm and inviting.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Yeah, and Steve the same, obviously, man.
It's always good to
I
see
seen
you, man.
Steve, man. First time I met Steve, Jesus, I knew that was 100% gentleman right there, 100%, 100%. So.
Yeah, Steve's secretly crazy.
No, don't get it twisted.
No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
No, yeah.
Don't get it twisted.
Yeah. Hey, how's Nina? How's she doing?
Oh, good. Yeah. Hey, there's Brew W Aloha, and there's Ronnie.
Ronnie,
Aloha,
sorry, I got
brother.
excited, bro.
We were talking about you a little. See what I mean? How freaking how it works? That's crazy, man.
Thank you, Brew. Appreciate you, man.
How's the weather up there in Michigan?
It's nice, man. It's cooling off a little bit. It's not too hot. It's just about, t-shirt during the day, a little bit of jacket or something at night. It's pretty good.
I just came back from Boston a couple of weeks ago, and that's very nice. I don't know if you've ever been, but man, I liked it, man.
Did you see the Red Sox while you were there?
I had to. That's one of the reasons I went.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
it was funny because the other day I was telling my wife that, God willing, I want to go to Detroit, obviously, to go see the Tigers, and she asked me what's to do around there, I said, I don't know, but I'll find out. And that's where Dave comes in.
We need to get Ronnie up here for a minute. If he'll
Ronnie.
come.
If he's feeling well enough.
You don't have to camera up if you don't want or whatever. It's up to you.
Yeah, everyone was asking about you earlier, Ronnie, and
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. I'm glad you're doing okay. Been praying for you, man. I know some people don't believe in that, man, but
Oh
for
no,
me,
I
it's
do.
been real.
I do
I do.
100%. 100%.
Me too. You just took the words out of my mouth, Yankees. That's exact. I was gonna say the
Yeah.
exact same thing. I do 100%.
Yeah, there's, I can joke and play and everything, but man, uh, I do a lot of that praying for a lot of different reasons. But to me, it just makes me feel good, and I do it driving to work, going home from work, at work sometimes. It just,
I do it all day. It's like
it's a
I
good
just
feeling.
talk all day. Like I complain to them. I'm just like, hey
Yeah,
man, I thought you were gonna take care of me. Where were you at? Don't strike me with lightning.
yeah. If you're gonna do it, don't do it now because I'm with you up here. Don't do it right now.
Right.
But no, I'll joke aside. Yeah, yeah. It's a good feeling, man. Really is. Yeah.
My
Hey, those
wife thinks I'm
Detroit
crazy,
Lions are
man.
doing pretty good.
Oh, they're doing so good, man.
Yeah.
I actually finally, you guys been seeing me wear my Lions hat, and how many years have you know me, Steve? I don't wear the Lions stuff. I haven't liked them for like 5 years. I just been thinking they're a bunch of weirdos. But Calvin Johnson, once he retired, and then Ndamukong Suh got traded, I thought we were just done after that.
I just think the coaching staff has a lot to do with it. So back then, I don't think they had to get the coaching staff, obviously, because they had the players.
Imagine if back then they had Dan Campbell. By the way, at least once every couple of days, someone comes up to me and says, "Man, you look just like Dan Campbell." It happened to me today. I was in Dunham's looking for a crossbow, and this kid came up to me and he just stopped flat and he goes, "Man, you look just like Dan Campbell, the coach of the Lions."
And he does.
And you should have said, "Well, how do you know that I'm not him?"
And I said, "Yeah, youngster, have a good day."
Yeah.
So he
Well,
didn't know.
the funny thing is, since I stopped watching sports so long ago, I didn't know who that was. And then Dave, like a month ago or so, Dave showed me a picture of him, and I was like, "Holy shit, that dude does look exactly like you." Because I don't think Dave looks like him. I think he looks like Dave.
He's better looking than me. I think he's way bigger than me too, but you know how we all have that. I don't know. Some people are conceited, but me, I don't think I look that good. I don't think I look as good as him. And plus, I keep telling people when they say that, I always say I wish I had his money
Right?
and that job. I'll take that job too. How'd you like to be a coach? Plus, can you see his passion, man? You ever hear that guy talk? I would play my heart out for that man. He's a good coach. Oh, Steve, I'm gonna send you something, man.
Thank you, Brew W.
Let's see. Still haven't figured out my new phone, bro. I got 3
Oh, we
messages.
lost. Where'd Yankees go? We lost Yankees. What happened?
Signal gone.
Yankees come back. Any kind of fool could see I was wrong. And I just can't live without you. Yankees come back.
My bad.
You can blame it all on me.
Blame it all on Steve.
Everyone does anyway. I'm used to it. It's all good. It's always Steve's fault.
Yeah, what he said. I'm gonna send you a picture real quick if you can throw this up. I got prepared. I got a little bit of preparedness today because everybody was buying up. Yeah,
on phone or email?
Text. You want me to email it?
Well, either way will work. Text or email is easier.
All right. Still learning, but I'll get it. I was wrong.
That song gets stuck in your head, don't
Yeah.
it?
Maybe come back. Yeah, because I gotta look you up because your email is so weird. It's like, well, I don't mean
No,
it's
I get it.
weird, but it's Kanoi or something, and I'm like,
Yeah, It's Kaneohe. It's the name of the actual city that I used to live in before I met Nina.
Connie. Oh, yeah. Look, you were the first one. Here it is. Steve. 2. Oh, from. I'm still getting used to this new phone, man. Is Ronnie coming up?
I thought Yankees would have came back by now. But well, I got the text, but let's see.
Baby, come back. I didn't see no Rome tonight. Garrett's here.
Where's
Where's
Rome been?
Rome?
I haven't seen Rome in a minute.
You know who I haven't seen in a long time? Angelique 29.
Oh yeah, Angelique.
Sings so good, man.
I know Steve will pop. I don't know. I know Mr. B was live earlier, but he went live like 2 hours before we did. So I doubt he still is, but who knows, man? Mr. B, he gets in the mood and he'll go forever.
I haven't seen Van Life in a minute too either.
He left a comment on one of my videos yesterday. So.
Oh, okay, cool. He's doing all right.
I'm always happy when someone leaves a comment on one of my videos, especially if I haven't seen them in a while, because if they leave a comment on one of my videos, at least I know that they're still around, you know?
Yeah. I can't find new email anywhere on here.
Ronnie would have been up by now.
Come on, Ronnie. Well, he may not want to come up, man.
He said he might. I think he said, where'd it go? I think he said, shit, now I can't find it. I may come up for a minute. Okay, I may come up. So, okay, that wasn't a guarantee. So,
well, whatever, if he feels like it.
I still don't have email yet.
Yeah, because I can't figure out where the new email button is here.
Okay. I'll just do it from.
Where's the email button? It's normally there's like a plus. There it is, man. I'm losing it. It was in a pop-up on another screen.
Okay, you got it? Because I can just send it.
I'm gonna get you right now. I'll be 2 seconds. Here it is. Bam. Add attachment. See, to me, this seems harder. Keep originals. But it's probably easier to pull it out, right? Oh, Yankees lost his Wi-Fi.
Yeah, because I was singing to you, Yankee. I was like, Yankees come back. Any kind of fool could see I was wrong, and I just can't live without you. Oh, yes, Shrilla. Thank you. Yes.
Smash it.
Algorithm is hungry, and we have to feed it.
We need to get this message out. We need to be in the algorithm. We need to be moving. Much love, Ronnie, man. You know that I'm praying for you, brother. My dad went through that. My mom's been sick. I know what you're going through.
Yeah, Ronnie, and definitely know, Ronnie, how much we love you, brother. How much I love you, brother.
Drink a ton of water, man. I know you can't probably eat very good.
What the hell?
Only Mr. Bill.
Oh, only Mr. Bill. Aloha. Good to see you. Would affect maybe if you danced on stream.
I don't think you want to see me do that. Did you get that picture?
Yep. Yeah, I'm trying. I had to stop sharing what I had, and then.
Oh.
How come it won't?
My son was so mad at me. He was embarrassed.
For what?
My wife thinks I'm weird too. We're buying all that stuff.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, man, I'm going to the store, right? And there's water, but there's like 75 people in a row with baskets. And they're like putting water in their baskets. I'm like, oh my God, here we go. They're gonna start freaking crazy buying again.
Dude, it definitely doesn't hurt to have that. Because you're gonna end up drinking it all anyway, right? So what if something were to happen? Why not have it stocked?
That's what I'm saying. There's a little bit of water there, folks. It's not a bad idea to have some extra water on hand, right?
Hold on, I got to dance for Mr. Bill.
Oh, you're gonna shake it, huh?
Still working for the algorithm?
Yeah. Wait. Do it
You're
again.
working?
Do it again. A little twerking. A little twerking.
I don't have enough room. I'm stuck in the corner. I don't have enough room.
Baby, come back. Man, it's stuck in my head now.
Hey, Ronnie. I got a Ginger Billy. Ginger Billy.
I got Spider-Man.
Dave's got spidey senses.
Yeah, that's how lame I am. I have a Spider-Man on my desk. Black Watch, what's up, brother?
Black Watch, aloha. Wow, it's good to see you. Man, only in Mr. Bill, Black Watch, Brew W. Aloha, it's good to see you. Everyone I haven't seen in a minute. And then we got Cirilla. I'm so happy Cirilla's here. And welcome. And I hope you come back every week.
Yeah, we appreciate you here.
I do Sundays too. Me and Ronnie do Sundays, but Ronnie hasn't been feeling well, so it's, but Sundays too. Steve by any other name is still one hell of an aloha. Phil count what? No, what?
You can wipe off that grin. I know where you've been. It's all been a pack of lies.
It's all been a pack of lies.
I don't think that's the song, but it's the first one I thought of.
Feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. Now I want to know what song it is now, only Mr. Bill. Reminds me of a Phil Collins song. I really wasn't dancing. I was just trying. I didn't have room to dance. I got my desk and my stool, and I'm just like.
You just don't get it, do you?
But yeah, I really can't dance anyway. So even if I did have room, it's not like it'd be any different.
We used to dance, man. I don't know why you keep saying it, because at the NA dances, man, we were. I don't know if you remember that 3-hop turn. You would be straight, like facing each other, then we would sideways.
30 years ago.
Yeah,
that's the
but
last time.
Dude, you say that we looked like goobers. I think we were rock stars, man. I think we owned the floor. That's how I remember it. Was like we were MC Hammer straight up.
Well, I'm not gonna say we were bad.
We weren't
That's
bad.
for sure.
I mean, we looked bad because we had like weird radon clothes on, but
and we were younger than everyone there. But oh shoot! All right, Ronnie, I love you, brother.
Good night, brother.
I'm so glad you popped in tonight and got to see you, man. Love you, man. And know that, brother, I love you, Ronnie.
Feel better, man.
But yeah, we did. I mean, we were also younger than a lot of people there, and we were a little obnoxious with our clothing.
Do you remember how crazy we were? We met some guy at an AA meeting. He's a big bodybuilder. He's just like, hey, you want to come over to my house? And we're just like, sure, let's get in the car with this crazy bodybuilder that we met at AA, And then
he was like smoking banana pills or some shit.
It was crazy. Balloon.
And then he took us to a Red Wings game.
Do you remember when he put like 10 eggs in a cup or whatever and like spun it up and drank it?
Yep.
I don't know if you remember it, but it was like
No,
raw
I
eggs,
do.
man.
I'm trying to remember his name. It was like Frank or something. Or no, it was
Frank sounds right.
maybe it was, but and I can visualize what he looked like too. So I remember that guy like it was yesterday.
He looked like Hulk Hogan on meth.
Yep.
If you can picture
Yep.
that.
Because he had the blonde hair and yeah. And dude, how weird, right? This 40-year-old dude or however old he was, and we were like 17 or 16. And he's picking up these two 16-year-old kids and taking them to a Red Wings game and then back to his house and drinking raw eggs and smoking bananas.
And we didn't care because we wanted to ride to the NAA dance so bad. And this dude was like, I'll take you, man. And it was like, what, 30-minute drive?
Yep.
We had no way home either. We just like, back then, we never planned for anything, dude. We're just like, yeah, drop us off an hour from home. We don't care. We'll find a way back. Oh, man.
Those were the days, man. We didn't think about the future. We just freaking lived.
That was back. I mean, that literally was exactly when Vanilla Ice had just come out with the first
Ice
Baby. We would live for the moment that song came on, as weird as that sounds.
Yeah.
Like yes,
well, dude,
this is our jam.
Think about the time we went to Toronto. We had no idea. We're just like, we had like what, $30 between it or $40 between the two of us. And you're just like, let's go to Toronto. And I'm like, I've never been there. Cool. So we cross the border into Windsor. We stop at the beer store. We get a case of beer. Now we're down to like $15.
Look at this.
And then we get to Toronto. And then when it's like time to come back home, we're like, oh shit, we don't have enough gas. How much money you got? I'm like, I don't got none. We spent it all. So we're like, well, what? Like we didn't even think that far ahead. But we went to Toronto. It was a blast. And then we spent the night in a parking lot at a hotel.
We couldn't afford the hotel, so we slept in the car.
Yeah. But we made it back somehow, and that's the fun part.
We got some crazy stories, man. The one up north where we ended up like in the backwoods of some little hick town with like 300 people in it, and we were like way in the back of some woods. We had no idea where we even were. We just followed some people out to the woods and had a bonfire.
Oh yeah, and that's when. Yep.
I mean, and we lived.
Yeah, dude, think of how many bad things could have happened.
Right.
Like serious, like we could have just disappeared and our faces would still be on a milk carton or whatever.
They're like, hey, you guys want to go to a bonfire? I'm like, yeah, what's up? Let's go.
Yeah. Show up. It's like all these country hick people that were, now that I think about it, they're a little weary.
They had a 30-foot fire. It's like 30 feet high.
In the middle of the woods, literally.
And we had no fear. That's the crazy part is, I don't know if you guys remember the part of your life where you just weren't scared of anything and you were down for whatever. I don't know if that's just us, but I feel like those are the best moments of your life. It could have been the worst, but
especially when you make it out alive. That's, that's like, but I remember that Steve, the mayor of Toronto, gave up his pizza money just to get rid of you.
You know what sucked though? I do remember, like I always remember that with fond memories, but I do remember in the morning after that night, it was a terrible morning because we had, it always comes with a price, man. And then I had to go to work. I don't know if you remember, I was the guy in the grocery store that stood up in front and said, would you like a free photograph, a 8x12? I worked for this place called Memoir Photographics or something. And we were giving out free sittings, like one free portrait with your family, and then we give you the free portrait and then try to sell you a package deal. And I was the guy standing in the front of the grocery store. And so I went all the way up north, which was how far, Steve? Like 300 miles? Yeah, it was Houghton Lake. Houghton Lake.
Yeah. It was like at least a 3 to 4 hour drive. I remember that.
We had cabins, a cabin right on the lake with a full kitchen with pots, pans, everything you could need. This whole cabin was stacked and it was right on the water. It was beautiful. And I just remember that morning taking a shower and be like, oh my God, I gotta go to that store and stand there. And I was so hungover, man.
And it was a Friday. And then Dave gets a hold of me and he's like, what are you doing this weekend, man? And I was like, I don't know, I'm working, but after that, I don't know. And he's like, dude, I got a hotel, dude. It's got 2 beds, a kitchen, everything, man. He's like, let's hang out. So I got off work at like noon that day. I had an 82 Toyota Celica. And
82, oh my God.
I went to, after work, I cruised up Warren Avenue into Detroit. You know, that party store we used to go to where you just wait for the right dude to walk by and give him $10. Be like, hey, man, can you go grab me like 2 40s? You can keep the change. And I grabbed 2 40s and I jumped on 96, 275, back to 696. And this is how dumb I was. No fear, right? I'm driving and drinking a 40 ounce of Colt 45, like not even trying to hide it. I'm just like, like,
yeah, we were crazy. If you look back, we were really crazy, man.
Yeah.
Do you remember Bobby Polgar? Yeah.
Bobby Polgar. No shit. I wonder whatever happened to that dude.
His dad moved 2 doors down from my mom. And I seen Bobby later. He was doing like tree service. But I have a story about that guy. So he just comes up to me one day and asks me for a ride to Westland from Dearborn Heights. So I'm like, sure, man. Yeah, I'll take you. He gave me like $10 for gas money. And then halfway through the ride, he whips out a joint. Okay, it's not a regular joint either. He put 10 papers together and he made this fat cigar, like 8-inch long joint. And I'm like, oh my God, dude, what do you got in my car? I didn't know about it, right? We pull up at a red light and I got the top down in the convertible. And there was girls next to us back when Sebrings, I don't know if you remember when Sebrings first came out, convertibles.
Oh, yeah.
And there's 2 girls in there, and he's like, hey, girls, what's up? And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, hey, you want to smoke a doobie? And he holds it up, like at the traffic light. We're both stopped at a red light, and he holds it up, and he's waving it around. You want to smoke a doobie, girls? And she goes, yeah, we would like to, but my dad's behind you. And I turned around, and I looked in the mirror, and then I turned around, it was a cop. And it was her dad, and then the lights came on. And we got pulled over, and he threw it under my chair, dude. So I snitched him, dude. I totally snitched him. I didn't care. Snitches get stitches. I was like, whatever, bro. Give me the stitches, and then the cops were like, that's a big doobie. And I'm looking at him like waiting to go to jail. And he goes, you know, that was my daughter, right? I'm like, I didn't say nothing, dude. I'm giving this guy a ride. As a matter of fact, I said, Bobby, get out of my car. You're walking. Because I didn't know he had that on him. I don't even touch weed, even though that was a lie. But anyway, I booted him out of the car. The cops took the joint, didn't give me no tickets, and let me on my way. But yeah, that's a crazy story, right?
Oh, yeah. But real quick, Blackwatch, that it was either 92 or 93. But yeah, 1992 or 93.
He's back.
But, you know what, though? The other thing about Bobby Polgar is that's why I said I wonder what he's up to now, because he turned out like he was a hustler, right? Like he got me into quite a bit of trouble here and there. Like we were on a stolen moped once, and then a cop drove by, and when they turned around, I was like riding bitch. And then he just like it's a moped. I'm like, dude, you're not gonna outrun the cops. What the hell are you know? And I'm like 16 at the time too, so or 15 actually, but and then he ends up like pulling it just out of a random driveway. He pulls into this long driveway and goes behind the house to hide. And then like 10 minutes went by and it's like, ooh, I think we lost him. I think we lost him. And then the cops show up anyway, and they're like, wow, you're dumb as shit, aren't you? And we're like, what do you mean? He's like, this is the chief of police's mother's house. Out of all the driveways, but so anyway, I get away from that guy, I stop hanging out with him for like 2 or 3 years. And now I'm like 19 or 20 or something, and I run into him, and he is a snitch. He ended up, what do they call that when you like, what's that word? When you work an informant.
Informant.
He ended up becoming an informant for the cops. Yeah, so he is a snitch.
No doubt. Hey, welcome, Midwest.
Midwest, what's up, Midwest Accountability? Aloha, brother. And Travis Joe. Aloha, Travis.
Hey, Travis.
Hey, I was riding bitch on a moped, but I was 15, bro.
Travis is here to abuse me. I'm ready for your abuse, Mr.
I got your back, Dave. I got your back.
Okay. Why does the YouTube side always get behind no matter what I do?
No, it's automatic, like 8-second delay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. My Wi-Fi, I guess the company didn't pay for the Wi-Fi or something.
Yeah, I'm glad you came back, Yankees. Glad you came back, man.
Yeah, man, I missed the singing, man. Gosh damn it. You're serenading to me and I left.
Just be glad you missed it. No, I'm kidding. Totally. I thought a cat was dying.
I want to keep that comment to myself, what I was thinking about.
Here's that. Let me see if I can pull that up. Remember, I was talking to you guys about that guy on the border in Arizona that shot the illegal. I won't pull it up, but I guess they declared it a mistrial because half the people wanted him guilty, or half. It was like a deadlock thing. They were going to send this guy to prison for protecting his property. I think it's in Arizona. Is it stand your ground? Does anybody know? Like, you know how it's Castle Doctrine in Michigan?
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure because I just looked. That's weird. I just looked that up the other day for Hawaii, and Hawaii is not stand your ground. But so I'm not sure about Arizona though.
Hey, Steve, that link that you sent me, is that good every time you go live, or you have to do a new one every time you go live?
What's that? Say that again. Do what every time you go?
He's asking the link to get into the StreamYard.
Oh,
and it changes.
Yeah, that link's good for this live stream. So if you drop down, you can, as long as we're live. But after I end this live and you go there, nothing's gonna be there.
No. What I'm saying is, if you went live again in 30 years from now, would that link still be good?
Nope.
Okay.
No, there'd be a different link.
Okay. I'm just wondering.
So,
Oh.
but StreamYard does have a thing now where I didn't set it up, but they do have a thing now where I'm glad you brought that up because I don't know how to explain this, but they have a thing now where if you do like we do every week, you can set it up to where it's one, and then that link would be good.
I got you.
Every time.
No, that's all right. I'll just let you send me the link whenever you want to, because you might say sometimes, Dave might say, no, don't let that son of a bitch up today. We don't need it today.
I'll always let you up, man. You know.
Yeah, you got control too, don't you, Dave?
I got a warm spot in my heart for you.
Thank you, sir. Likewise. Thank you.
So real quick,
Midwest says under Arizona self-defense laws, there's generally no duty to retreat before threatening or using physical force.
Okay.
If you're in a place where you're legally permitted to be and you're not committing a crime, right on.
So I'm
And
80-18, guys.
what I said in Midwest was just about the friend you were asking about.
Let me say it. I need to say it.
Say it. Nope.
It's huge.
Anyway,
Huge.
the rancher on the farm in Arizona who unalived a illegal immigrant came on his property and basically stood toe to toe. He popped him. They charged him with second-degree murder, and then a mistrial was declared in the case of Arizona rancher accused of fatally shooting Mexican migrant. Notice they called him a migrant instead of an illegal migrant. Okay, so Texas then passed a law, Governor, I think it's Abbott, passed or put a law up to the Congress, which makes it illegal to cross the border, and it makes it a state crime. Can you believe that's not already a law?
Yeah, that's
Anyway,
a law a long time ago.
it also lets Texas officers arrest and jail migrants. It doesn't say illegal.
That's messed up that they use that.
Yeah, and then it says both of those things that they put up for Congress to take a look at are all opposed by the Biden administration and currently on hold indefinitely. So this dude got a mistrial, but they literally tried to charge him for second-degree murder. It says a minimum prison sentence of 10 years for some guy being illegally on his property, coming up to him.
Illegally in the country.
And this guy's old, man. He's like
right
76 years old, walking his property or something. And he's scared,
That's the fucked up part, man, because illegally in the country, then illegally on his property, this old dude's just defending himself, his property, and his family. I mean, just like I was saying about the dude in Waianae, man. Like, and a lot of people I tell about that out here, they're like, oh, well, they let him out. Yeah, but he still has to go to court. He still has to prove his innocence, which what innocent does he have to prove? Because he saved the day. He saved plenty of people's lives. And he still could be facing up to 10 years in prison for doing that. It's like, what's the point, man?
I don't know if people know this, but when you unalive someone with your weapon, they automatically hold your weapon, usually for at least 30 days. It can be up to a year.
But if the cops were to unalive someone with their weapon, they investigate themselves and everything's legit and justified, and don't worry about it. Move on with your life.
Now here's the other thing they're not talking about on the news, right? Prosecutors said Kelly recklessly fired 9 shots. Okay, recklessly. He says he fired warning shots for them to disperse off of his property. And even the prosecutors and the police said, yes, he recklessly fired 9 shots. Okay, well, he was trying to get them to say, like, hey, bro, I got a gun. Get off my property. He warned them, right? It wasn't shooting at him either. It was just up in the air. But you don't hear that on the news channels. All they said was he recklessly fired 9 shots from an AK-47 rifle.
It's all the wording. Yeah, see the wording recklessly. They got to throw that in there. AK-47, they got to throw that in there because now they're trying to take away the AKs and the ARs. Handguns kill more people every year than AKs or ARs do, but the wording, that's how they manipulate the sheep. And then they're just like, yeah, take them away. Take them away.
Let's be real. If we didn't have guns, people would use knives, bats, forks, sticks, spears, swords.
Yep. But
a rock.
Instead, with a signature, all of a sudden, millions of law-abiding citizens across America become criminals because they made one certain weapon illegal, just like that. Yeah. And that's what I was saying earlier, Srilla. That's what the politicians do. Everything they do is all about money. And they're gaining from it and we're losing from it, especially our rights.
Whenever they say migrant, it really bugs me, man, because migrants are people that come here, they migrate here out of necessity or asylum, or they just want a better life. They come in the right way and they come here for a better life, man. And
Right. And
those are migrants.
They contribute to society. And you know what I mean? But instead there's a huge difference between migrant and illegal alien.
Well, can you imagine crossing the border and they give you $1,000 food card right off rip? And they give you a voter card, they give you an ID.
They give you a cell phone.
Yeah, and housing.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Yeah, don't get me started on it.
Oh, I've been on this all day, man.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
I believe it has to happen, though.
Did you see where Pete Rose died yesterday?
Yeah, it did, man. They should have let that guy in the Hall of Fame.
He didn't.
Pete Rose?
Yeah, he died yesterday, I think.
Oh, I didn't know that, dude. Pete Rose used to be one of my favorites, man. No shit.
He never got in the Hall.
No, because of that whole gambling shit.
Yeah.
You know what's sad about that, though? Look at the gambling now on all of sports.
Yeah, exactly.
But they crucified him over that.
You can't, you like him and don't like him. You cannot deny what that man did on in between the lines,
Oh, it's great, man.
And I remember a couple of years back he said something because he's been wanting to go in the Hall and writing letters to the people in the Hall. And he says, "When I die, do not put me in the Hall. Then it's too late. I can't see it."
Right.
But I think once these old timers get out of there and the new people go in there and the new generation goes in there, I think eventually they will put them in the Hall. But if I'm gone, man, I can't see it. At least I don't think I can see it. Right? I'm not physically here.
That's kind of like a slap in the face to me. It's like 100%. Wait till I'm dead and then feel bad and then put me in.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So did you guys see any of the VP debate this week?
I've seen a little bit of it.
I was working, but I was listening to most of it.
I think Vance did pretty good.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I would vote for Vance. I like Trump, but honestly, Trump, when I see him lately, he looks like he's getting old, man. He looks like he's getting tired. And yeah. Vance seems like he has a lot of energy, and he's got a good head on his shoulders.
He's a young buck. He's what, 39, 38, 39?
I think he's like, if he does get elected with Trump and everything's okay until then, he may run for president next time.
Yeah. Yeah. DeSantis, I think, would be there too, but could be wrong.
Yeah, DeSantis is pretty decisive in what he believes in.
I
like what he does, but a lot of people are like, "Oh, he's too extreme." But I love what he does.
Oh yeah, I don't want to get into all the politics either because this is
check that out,
Steve's channel. But yeah, let's just make sure they take care of the American people. We'll see how that works out.
Bunch of hypocrites holding our purse strings and our tax money.
Oh yeah. Exactly.
Just remember, man, there will come a day where everybody's going to get what's coming to them, man. I do believe.
And when you say that, are you talking about us people or?
No. I believe that everybody that does dirt in the dark, I believe that eventually it comes into the light.
No, 100%. They just, the mayor of New York, Adams, they just convicted him of a few crimes, but yeah.
About time.
Yeah, no, about time. Yeah, it was a matter of time before he's not stepping down yet, but there's several people that have stepped down. Just give it time, and it'll come out to the light, and they're gonna nail a lot of people. You know.
I hope so, man. Unless they're corrupt.
Yeah,
Well, Steve, when's that new video coming out, man? Ginger Billy.
Oh, I just got to get that because Nina. I just got to get Nina's part.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So,
Shout out to
other
Ginger Billy, man.
Other than that, it's done. But I just got to get that one clip of Nina, and like I said earlier, she's with our work schedule. It's usually when I get home from work, she's already sleeping. When I wake up, she's already gone. So,
yeah, if you guys aren't familiar with Ginger Billy, he had a contest and he was giving away. He's got like what 2 million or something subscribers.
Yeah, maybe even more.
Maybe 3 by now. He was having a contest and going to give out a doll of himself. And Steve said the right thing, and he picked Steve to win the doll out of everybody in the chat.
And yep.
And it's hanging right there on the wall next to me.
Yep.
And
then the other crazy part about the whole thing was he was like, "Yep," and your comment worked, and just hit me up or whatever. And I was trying to like respond to the comment in YouTube to leave my email so he can get a hold of me. And YouTube kept taking it down. Then I was having problems with receiving emails, like it wasn't working for some reason. And so that took a couple of weeks. So finally figured it out. Then he's like, all right, yeah, it was like a Wednesday. And he's like, I'm sending this out first thing Thursday. And I was like, sweet. And then like a week went by. And I'm like, oh, it should be any day. And then I checked my email and I had another. And he's like, hey, you know what? Right before I was getting ready to mail it, I forgot exactly what word he said, but he said, I noticed there was a rip or a hole in the mangina or something like that.
Oh my God.
And he's like, so I didn't want to send you a doll of me with a ripped mangina. Wow. So he's like, I ordered a new one and I'm gonna send you that. And then it just came like 2 days ago. So
hey, Steve and Dave, I do have to go now. I am at work.
Oh man.
Oh shoots. I didn't know you were at work, brother.
This is day 22.
Dang, bro, you need a day off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's no big deal. I am the boss of bosses, right? But I got
Well, if you're gonna see all those ballparks, by the way, the Yankees' goal in life is to see every baseball park in the United States. Go and visit them. So
that's
I don't know how many he's seen so far.
I've got down like I think it's 10 or 11.
10, yeah, that's a good start.
Yeah.
Well, much love, brother. I'm glad you're here. Appreciate you.
How much longer you gonna stay on, Steve?
Oh shit! I didn't even think about that. We're already 2.5. Well, usually we do 2 hours, but I didn't even.
Yeah, we're gonna bail soon.
Yeah, I can't. Wow, maybe a half hour. Well, yeah, probably about another half hour.
Okay.
So
time because I want to bring up one other video real quick. But,
I'll talk to you about that other. If you want to call me tonight, I mean, I'm here all night. Whatever, it's no worries.
You want to leave your email in the private chat? I'll email you. Oh, I do.
I do.
Both of y'all do. Yeah. Remember you got in the back chat, huh?
Well, you know what though? Yeah, I'm not really a phone. I'm not much of a phone person, but
yeah, I know. I've never called. I know that.
Once we end the link that I sent you, you could still use that if we're backstage. You can still get backstage.
Oh yeah.
Or what I'll do is I'll send you another link, and it's for backstage only, and that one's good. That one's good no matter what. But if you go there and no one else is back there, then it's pointless. But
yeah. No, Dave, last time we did this, I think you had my number looking. I got your number. I got both.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, it was like a month ago, and we put it in private chat.
Oh no, I was wondering if I texted him because I
Tell you
changed
what,
phones and I
I'm about
lost
to
some
get
of my
off.
stuff.
I'm about to get
Yeah.
off, and I'll text you, Dave.
Okay, cool.
And yeah, if you want to call me later, you know, I'm here. I'm actually working 18 hours tonight.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't kill yourself. Stay married.
Yeah, I got you, man. Yeah, I got you. I got you. But yeah,
All right, man.
if you want to give me a call, Steve, always, man. Much love, Steve. Always, and
Yeah,
appreciate
you
you,
too,
man.
brother.
You
You
know,
too, brother. I love you, man.
can't say enough. Both of y'all, man. Both of y'all. Everybody in the chat, be good, be safe. God bless. Take care.
God bless you, man.
God
I
bless,
told
brother.
you, I told you Travis Joe was going to talk some crap. I told you. Thank you, Travis, man. I love you even more now.
Hold on, Travis. I'm still up here. Don't mess with my friend up there. Hold on. Hold on, bro. He got us twisted up here.
He said he's just kidding. Y'all are cool.
Okay, all right. Now I can leave in peace. I'll text you, Dave. I'll text you.
All good, man.
All right.
Take care.
Take care.
All right, bye.
All right, much love, brother. So here, this is what I wanted to bring up. This is what I was talking about earlier with the, and plus Midwest Accountability put in there about the revised statute of Hawaii. But this is the,
you were arrested for doing something good for your neighbor. And beyond that, you were arrested and jailed for stopping a mass shooting that was in progress. That is what just happened in Hawaii. Take a look at this. This is beyond belief.
First at 6.
and this was like 20-minute drive from my house, not far from where I live at all. And the messed up part is I had no idea this happened until I heard it from Brian. So like, that's crazy.
Loved ones have identified Courtney Raymond Arakaki as one of the 4 people killed in Waianae on Saturday, including rampage suspect Hiram Silva. Police say Silva was shot to death by his neighbor, Richard Keamo Carnate, who was arrested and released the next day.
Carnate is the hero in this story. Carnate got arrested by police. Carnate was imprisoned by the cops, who should have been there to protect, but can't be there because they can't be everywhere at once. So the hero of the story goes to jail.
Carnate's attorney tells us he was protecting his home and family against more violence. Daryl Huff has more on that and new details revealed today by HPD's chief.
The chief said many aspects of this horrible crime are still being investigated, but he did answer key questions about whether the weapons involved were legally owned and why the man who shot the suspect was arrested. The Campbell family was hosting their annual Labor Day weekend gathering of family and close friends, and there were only about 15 people left when Hiram Silva's front loader roared into their yard and smashed cars and drums of fuel into the covered lanai.
So let's keep this into perspective. This guy comes onto somebody else's property with heavy equipment, a front loader loaded with 55-gallon drums that they later found out were fuel. He's intending to do a lot of damage. He runs into the house. He jumps out of the heavy equipment and starts shooting at people, kills 3 people. People rush to the backyard in fear for their lives, wondering if they're going to be next. He's got a fish in a barrel zone scenario, the shooter does. And then a neighbor comes from across the way and he ends the carnage. And he's the guy that goes to jail.
Yep. And then the chief of police, the great chief of police of Honolulu, was worried about if his firearm was legal. Who gives a shit? You know how many lives he just saved?
Sounds like a hit.
And then and he still went to jail for, I mean, and that's what everyone argues with me from here. Well, they let him out. Yeah, he still has to go to court. He still has to prove his innocence somehow, even though the firearm was legal and registered and all that.
So is this the guy? This is the guy who did it?
No, this guy right here is like a lawyer or something.
I mean, this guy was intent on killing and hurting as many people as he could.
Yep.
This was as evil as I've seen. And, you know, my client's got his children there. He's got family members there, his mother-in-laws. I mean, they were terrified. And when I saw him this morning, probably today and for a while after that, he's not going to get over this for a long time.
Here's the front loader right here. This is a huge piece of equipment. This guy planned on taking as many lives with him as he possibly could. This guy was literally insane.
This is awful.
Attorney Michael Green's client is 42-year-old Richard Chiamo Carnate, who used his legally registered handgun to kill Silva after Silva shot 5 people, 3 women fatally.
He was certainly concerned for his children. I think his mother was taking a shower or a bath. She ran and she was completely undressed in the backyard. People were hiding in the backyard, cowering, waiting to see what he was going to do to them.
Despite that, Green does not dispute the police decision to detain Chiamo Carnate overnight.
We are a non-stand your ground state. Even if you had a license to carry, if you're an individual that discharges a firearm that is involved in injuring another person, you will more than likely, if not almost guarantee, you're going to be arrested. There will be an investigation as to the facts and circumstances, and we will present that case to the prosecutor's office.
Let me just
but
unless you're a cop.
If I was just gonna say the same thing, but if a cop does that, they investigate themselves and no one goes to jail. The cops definitely don't go to jail. They got qualified immunity, right? Because that's a get out of jail for free card. That's why all cops are corrupt and there's no such thing as a good cop.
Oh man, you could have killed them all if they didn't come. If that guy didn't come.
And he's still, to this very second that we're talking about it, he's still being treated like a criminal because he still has to go to court and he still has to prove, I don't know what innocence he has to prove, but he's still facing years in prison for it. He could still do years in prison for saving the day. Many lives. They're more concerned with running him through the system to make money. Exactly.
Just say, I totally understand being detained for questioning. Hey, we got to sort things out. You could be the gunman. I totally get that. But then when you find out from witnesses, when you find out from this guy, when you do all your investigation, you find out, oh, this is the good guy. We shouldn't place cuffs on him. We shouldn't kidnap him. We shouldn't fingerprint him or take him to jail.
You know why? Because the cops were pissed that they didn't get the credit.
Find that out. There's no way this guy should have spent a minute, let alone a day in jail. Treating the hero as a criminal.
His office.
The chief confirmed that Silva was carrying a rifle and a handgun when he attacked the Chiamo home. Neither was registered. He urged people who have potentially violent disputes with neighbors to reach out to police.
Here we go. Listen to this. In the context of what we're talking about, this guy who drives this front loader into a house, shoots 5 people, kills 3, is on a rampage. In that context, the police chief says this.
Call 911. Let the police handle the situation. We're equipped with the right resources and information to come to the families, talk about it, and then help.
And I'm more concerned with.
I just got to hear it again. In the context of an active shooter mass casualty event, this police chief.
Yeah, because how's the saying go? They're minutes away when seconds matter. But yeah, call 911.
Call 911. Let the police handle this.
Oh, there's a gunman coming down aisle 5 in the grocery store. I better call 911. There's a guy who just rammed the front of my house and it's caving in. It looks like there's fuel spilling all over the place. Oh, 5 people just got shot. We're all running in the backyard wondering if we're going to live. I better call 911. Maybe it'd be a good idea to call 1911. Maybe Glock 22. Maybe it'd be a good idea to call Mr. 357.
I agree with that.
He's saying, hey, we're equipped to handle this. Now, when seconds count, police are minutes away, but we're equipped. So when we show up, no, hey, this man shot a gunman. This man put an end to the carnage. No, he's
eliminated
going, hey,
the threat.
Call 911. Don't worry. We're the professionals. We'll take care of it. And if we find out that you were the hero on the scene, well, we're taking you in.
Situation. We're equipped with the right resources and information to come to the families, talk about it, and then help.
And I'm more concerned with retaliation right now. I'm hoping the police department down there will have at least enough policemen that go around the block, or I don't know if they can station somebody there, so something bad doesn't happen again.
The chief did not make an estimate about when his investigation will be complete. He says detectives still have tons of evidence to go through that was collected at the chaotic scene.
Now, let me just go ahead and give both sides of this story, because not all cops are as checked out as this police chief right here. What's his name? Joe Logan. Honolulu Police Chief Joe Logan.
Looks
Not
like a
all
dude.
cops are checked out like that. As a matter of fact, what Police Chief Joe Logan should have done is, hey, we've got a hero. This is what we want to see more of. Not, this is not a stand your ground state. We don't want you defending yourself. That's our job to defend you. That's utter BS. And we have an example of that right here. Remember this? Armed hero stop mass shooter at Indiana Mall. This is at the Greenwood Mall, and the hero on the scene is 22-year-old Elisha Dickin. I want to show you what the police chief said, the Greenwood, Indiana police chief. The police chief said that Mr. Dickin had shown proficient and sound tactics in firing at the gunman with a handgun from quite a distance. From what I understand, it was like 40 yards. He pinpointed.
Dude, I remember that story. See, I never watched this whole video. I only watched the Hawaii part. But I remember this story about this dude in Indiana, and yeah, it was in a no gun free zone or whatever, but he still had his weapon on him. And that dude that he eliminated was about to do a mass shooting, and from a far way away with his handgun, he eliminated the dude. It was impressive.
The shooter, he was able to take aim, take position, and end the life of the shooter before the shooter ended the lives of other people. Despite having no law enforcement or military training. That probably worked in his benefit, by the way. Yeah. Mr. Dickin also gestured for other shoppers to flee behind him as he engaged and closed in on the suspect, said the chief. He fired 10 rounds. Mr. Dickin, who was lawfully carrying a concealed pistol. Now, what if he was unlawfully carrying one? And he was still the hero
of a different one, but
what if he had a gun that wasn't registered? Would he go to jail? That's how ridiculous gun laws are. You can actually, because of some law written on the books, you could have a guy save the life of a family member of a police chief or judge, and that guy's still going to go to jail because they're just following orders. We didn't write the laws, we just enforce them. Mr. Dickin was at first handcuffed and questioned by police before his version of the events was confirmed by CCTV footage. Many more people, this is the police chief, many more people would have died last night if not for a reasonable armed citizen that took action very quickly within the first 2 minutes of the shooting. Some say he took down the active shooter within 15 to 20 seconds at 40 yards with a handgun. I will say his actions were nothing short of heroic. That's what we should have been hearing.
Absolutely. But God, no, welcome to Hawaii. Where they treat you like a criminal.
We've got situation lockdown and police state in Honolulu. It is, according to Everytown USA, which is absolutely anti-Second Amendment, it is number 6 in the country for gun law strength.
And hold on, what did it just say at the top of that? Hawaii is one of the lowest rates of gun deaths. You know why? Because they make it nearly flipping impossible to get one.
Second Amendment. It is number 6 in the country for gun law strength, down from number 3 last year. They love this. The higher you are, like the lower you are, the better they think it is, because they want you to be disarmed. They want you to be at the mercy of law enforcement agents who say, hey, you got a situation unfolding before you like that?
Shit like that.
Is your life ebbing away as seconds pass and the gunman is making his way toward you in the backyard or in your classroom or in Greenwood Mall? Don't worry, pull out your cell phone, call the police. We've got the resources it takes to handle that kind of situation. I don't care if you have an F-16 fighter jet. If you don't get there till after I die, the only resource that's going to benefit my family is a body bag to take my carcass away. What do you think about this? There's a lot of people who are expressing their grave disdain over what the police chief said. And they're like, you better make your state a stand your ground state. You better get rid of those restrictive gun laws that cost lives like crazy. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought police.
Absolutely. This is Brian. His channel that this video is on is Here's the Deal. Also, he has another channel. Check that out. It's called The Disturbing Illusion. And shout out to Brian. I never miss one of his videos, man. I love both of his channels, dude. He used to have High Impact Flicks too, but YouTube took it down. But Yeah, I never miss any of his videos. He's got 2 great channels. Definitely check them out.
Well, bro.
Oh yeah, top spin. I had a when I in first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade. Yeah, up to fourth grade. I went to Catholic schools till 7th grade, but up to fourth grade, I used to get whipped with a ruler on my knuckles.
Doesn't that make you gay?
Possibly. But it was more like
Bad touch, stranger danger.
shoot, man, I can't believe we're going on 3 hours, man. Dude, that you know what? That
Eyes
makes
are
it a
closing.
damn good show. Especially when that much time goes by and I only think 45 minutes went by and it's been almost 3 hours. That's wild.
What'd you say?
Emotional damage.
Man, it's been a good show, guys.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I got to read his comment. Oh yeah.
Which comment?
I don't know. There's no comment. What's he talking about?
Oh, go up and read my comment for oh yeah, I wasn't looking at comments while that video was playing.
I must have missed it. I didn't see him make a comment.
Let's see.
He's just making us look. There's nothing there.
Yeah, he's just fucking with us, man. Okay, because I'm all the way up from 25 minutes ago.
I don't know if I popped his link or not. I forgot. Go to channel. Bro, my eyes are like dropping.
Right. Yeah, me too, man. I've been on like 3 to 4 hours of sleep for the past all week since Sunday night. So 4 days, 5 days. I don't even know. But yeah, any words of wisdom or final thoughts for everyone in chat?
Let me think.
Besides, make sure to hit the like button if you haven't already. What are we at? We're at 35 likes. Right on.
I mean, we're battling quite a few other lives, so and I feel like tonight was a good show. We went all around the world, man, all kinds of topics. The whole world's on fire, man, seems like. So you guys stay safe out there, man. Prep yourselves. Don't forget the story that I told about, like I took my suffering and all that. I didn't take it out on the guy's face like I wanted to. I stayed disciplined. I held back my anger. And I just was like, God, are you gonna like forever let this guy torture me? And look what happened, man. And I'm excited to see what comes down the road from it. But please, guys, remember to pray for Ronnie and pray for my mom if you wouldn't mind. She's not been feeling well at all, and I'm worried about her. And I appreciate all you guys being here. Thanks for staying till the end. Much love. And I'm putting my own link up here if anyone wants to connect. I can't even talk, Steve. I'm tired. I'm gonna pop my own link somehow. Anyway, well, what are your thoughts? I'm kind of rambling.
Mine are that, you guys all rock. And again, shout out to Lord Spike Protein and Dave's Not Here, man, for Sunday's stream. You guys are awesome. And thank you to you know what? That's what I wanted to bring up at the beginning, and I totally forgot. But it's weird. My last 3, well, now 4, but before my latest video, the last 3, for some reason, they just like blew up and both went over 6,000. And then I gained like over 2,000 subscribers, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? It was just overwhelming. And then it just stopped. I was like, what? And then actually it was last 5, because then the last 2 videos, which one was from like yesterday, and then the one from last Thursday that I put out, like one's only at 300 views, and the one from yesterday is only at like 110. I don't get it.
It's so weird how it works, isn't it?
Yeah, but basically what I'm getting at with that is I appreciate all you guys. And
Absolutely.
I know a lot of times, like, there's a lot of channels I watch that I just watch because of the live streams, and I don't even know if they have videos. But and then there's channels that I watch just for the videos. I don't even know if they have live streams, so. But I just put in the chat the video that I posted yesterday, and I know I say this about every video, but so far I think that's my best one because practice makes perfect. The more videos you do, the more you edit, the more you do, the more you learn from it and all that stuff. So anyway, long story short, all I'm saying is I appreciate every one of you, and I'm so grateful.
Hey, Too Tall.
And girls, Too Tall, what's up, Too Tall?
Couldn't let me pop his link before we get off. We love you, Too Tall.
And Srilla, I'm so glad to have met you, and I'm so glad you're here tonight. And I hope to see you again on every Sunday and every Thursday. Every Thursday, me and Dave, and then I do a live every Sunday too. So
I subbed you, Cirilla, man. We appreciate you being here.
Yes, absolutely. So, well, I guess with that being said, I'm going to say 2 things I always say. One is we all have a lot more in common than we don't have in common. So don't waste your time on paying attention to the few things you don't have in common with someone, and be kind to others and focus on the things you do have in common. If we all did that, the world would be a much better place. That, and have a beautiful morning, beautiful day, beautiful afternoon, beautiful evening, and beautiful night, whatever it may be, wherever you are. Much love, much aloha, and most importantly, God bless. Shoot, I did it wrong.